Guys, I think we are live now.
I think we are.
I pressed the thing.
I think we are as well. Very excited for today. Today's Halloween special. Looks like one of us dressed up.
Yeah. No, I'm like a serial killer wearing a white shirt. Like.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty scary. It's not stained, so obviously you haven't done killings recently.
Need some like red blood splatters.
Yeah,
on
just
it.
like splatter on it.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Yep.
Oh, somebody said perhaps it's 2 p.m. Central. No, dude, you're right. It's right now.
Yep.
Stream
And
is up.
how is the stream look? Does it look like clean? Is the audio good? Is the video good? Let us know if we're terrible.
Yeah, because it's saying there might be issues on our end, but also maybe not. So you just let us know.
It's like
Love the overalls. Thanks. It's Halloween special, so we had to do this.
Yep. Absolutely.
How you guys doing, my friends? What's happening, fellas? We're just chilling out, talking to some great followers of the channel, about to listen to some great music.
Dressed as a computer major.
That's very true.
Yep. Computer engineering.
Yeah, facts. So now this is video and sounded great.
Good. Nice.
Perfect.
Good to see. Yeah, like the error message is freaking us out where it was. It's like YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. It's like, oh my goodness.
P-Biz was like, looks like Alex is wearing a Sunday best. It's not Sunday, but maybe.
Someone said it's lagging a little. That's the only one I saw that said
Yeah,
that.
video quality is great. Best I've seen. Man.
Okay.
High praise. All right,
Okay.
so
Cool.
looks like we'll be into it. Alex need to be spitting into a bucket or something. Yeah, if I had a bucket, maybe.
Yep.
Happy Halloween. Oh, father and son reactions. Happy Halloween, father and son reactions. I don't know if it's the
Yeah.
father, the son, or both, but happy Halloween.
Patrick said, well, you could have dressed a little better, but the stream looks okay. Oh.
I wonder who he's talking to. Clearly not me, right?
I don't know, maybe.
This is a great costume.
Yeah, I'm definitely wearing the most basic thing ever. Jeans and a white tee.
Yeah. I'm dressed as a psychotic YouTube stalker.
I like that.
Perfect. That's not disconcerting at all.
Profile picture is an eyeball.
Yeah.
John Lennon said, "Is this the world we created by Queen?"
Ooh. Very potentially on
Thanks,
this
John
side.
Lennon.
Ty Spooner, go
Came
up
back.
a little bit. Ty Spooner said, everything looks good except Alex's outfit.
Oh.
You're throwing some shade, bro.
So maybe it was about you.
Maybe it was about me.
Yeah.
And he dressed up as the guy who didn't want to dress up.
That's
So
kinda
what are you guys doing
happened.
for Halloween? Is there anything Alex needs to work on the shoulder hair? I would never want to do that.
Yeah,
Why would
right.
I want more shoulder hair?
We planned out the stream and then it kind of ended up being like on Halloween. Like we didn't even like recognize it until it was already happening. We're like,
Last
oh
minute,
shit,
very last
it's
minute,
on
yeah.
Halloween.
So
We just like didn't realize it.
yeah. So good morning, A&A family. So all right. So here's what we're gonna do. We have a lot of songs to go over today.
Yep.
We've picked some out from Instagram, which is where we're gonna pick the songs out from. A couple from Facebook as well.
Yep.
And then we are going to take some from chat as well. So, but we're going to do some from those first. Leave Alex alone. He's showing off the guns. Thanks, Beetlebug69. Beetlebug69 is a good name.
I like that.
So for those of you, well, what should we be drinking? Because we already have a couple poured, but we can figure out what we're doing next.
Yeah. I have whatever this is you poured earlier. We just recorded 3 videos
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks from now, I think. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, Lucy said, oh, man, stop beating up on poor Alex. It's okay, Lucy. I can take it.
you can take
I
it.
dress like this for a reason. It's Halloween. I'll take some.
I'm gonna
some
take
shots.
some shots.
I dressed up as Carol Baskin's husband. So
You got candy if some kids come knocking at the Freedom Shack.
we do. We have orange slices.
Yeah, we have orange sliced candy from the last stream.
Last unboxing, somebody sent us orange sliced candy.
Someone said, I'm working from the bushes. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Allison Reed said drinking coffee here. Now, here's the thing. For those of you who were on one of the videos of last week?
Yeah. I forgot which video it was.
So, Andy, I was talking about Andy on one of the bonus clips about shitty coffee. So, he brought me
The worst coffee.
Circle K coffee, and apparently he asked specifically for, hey, what's your worst coffee? Which one is the worst tasting?
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to answer that. So, apparently it's the grossest coffee I've ever had. So,
Worse than that Denny's Diner thing?
way worse. Way worse.
Damn.
So, we're doing some coffee and whiskey
You are.
because I'm a man of my word, and I told you.
How many drinks so far today? This is just like the first glass.
Yeah, I think this is number 2 maybe.
Yeah.
And then we're also, I think we're starting with Evan Williams. Somebody sent us this. Oh, yeah, go through those.
Also, Dean said Iron Maiden, Wrathchild, or Iron Maiden, the song. Iron Maiden has a self-titled song.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool thing. Mike Carr said, Happy Halloween, Deep Cut, Don't You Worry About a Thing by Stevie Wonder. Oh, we literally just recorded a Stevie Wonder reaction. Not that song, but a Stevie Wonder song. The one that just won Higher Ground.
Higher Ground. Yeah.
Banger. Starbreaker by Judas Priest. Thank you, Josh.
Josh J.
Josh J.
All right. Well, with that being said, I think.
Oh, dude, Chris K said Halloween is banned here in the UK.
Oh, yeah. That's really sad. I mean,
is that a thing?
Yeah, well, I'm sure they don't want people knocking on the door with COVID.
Oh, it's. I thought they meant in general, like continuously, no. like that. Like the Halloween is just not allowed. Like if we see a witch, we burn her still. Like,
no,
I was like, okay, that makes sense.
No, but I mean, here in Florida, we're definitely not going trick or treating. But at the same time, I guarantee there's people here.
Our governor said we're gonna turn COVID off now.
Yeah, it turns out, it's not a thing. Ooh, Peter Q with first big one of the day. I don't know how to say that. Mahavishnu, meeting of the spirits, guitar and drums will rip your face off. Please, my boys here are nagging me.
My boys here are nagging. Who are your boys?
Also, is it a Halloween song? Because that's a very potential. Because we definitely want to get a few Halloween picks in here.
Yeah, I do like my face getting ripped off, like figuratively. That's a cool thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, I think we get. You guys ready for a song?
The first song, the first
Take
one.
The hat off so we can. Jay Giles' house party. Oh, John H said just because, brothers. Oh my gosh, it sounds so much better with headphones on.
Yeah.
All right. So
thank you, John H. Appreciate it. Thank you, Fuffter. Definitely not Fuffyter. Probably Fuffter.
All right. So first song, my friend. What are we doing?
Let's see. I think I have 5 here. I'm just gonna pick one out that I like. We're gonna check out Warren Zevon, something like that. Roland the Headless Thompson. And I picked this from the YouTube community post I made, and somebody said it was kind of like a Halloween-y kind of pick, and a lot of people seem to stand behind it. And yeah, I never really heard of this artist. I think I've seen the name mentioned a couple times in comments.
Yeah,
for the song "Werewolves in London" was the one a lot of people are talking about, and this is one of his other songs. That's a little deeper, I think.
Ooh, "Witchy Woman" by the Eagles.
Oh, too bad the Eagles get blocked.
Is there a way that we can get around that? Can we cut it out of the stream?
I don't think so. Tom Clark said, $100, gotta do it. It's like, not exactly.
No, we definitely don't sell reactions. At the same time, we do.
It's like if we just did like a reaction every single time someone donated, then it'd be very dominated very quickly, which would be no fun.
Yeah, we had who was it last stream?
It was like Renee, I believe.
Renee donated like $500, so it would. I feel like I'm trying to think of it as me as a broke college student. Like if I was watching like some channel I loved and somebody was like just throwing money, I was like, oh, I don't get any of my songs reacted to. So we don't want that. But at the same time, we definitely want to do a lot of songs on here. So I don't know. We very might. If it's a Halloween song,
it's pronounced
Peter Q.
Zevon.
Zevon. It's pronounced Zevon. Okay. So Warren Zevon. Okay.
Thank you so much for correcting it so we don't look like total fools, just half fools.
Half fools.
Half fool, half ignorant people.
I'm down with that.
Half and half.
Ooh, that's facts. Ray Boyd said, "Witchy Woman, not a deep cut." I can see that. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and do it now. Roland the Headless Thompson.
Sounds like it's chopping heads off.
There's so much stuff.
Thank you, Brian Hardy, for the $5. Really appreciate it.
Halloween songs, MJ's Thriller or Ghost, depending on what you haven't seen. I feel like that could be cool. I have not heard of Ghost.
We've definitely heard Thriller.
Yeah, we've heard Thriller. But all right. With that being said, let's get into it.
Yep.
Well, I gotta actually play it through the system.
That would help.
It would help. Let's do it.
Roland was a warrior from the land of the midnight sun, with a Thompson gun for hire, fighting to be done. The deal was made in Denmark on a dark and stormy day, so he set out for Biafra to join the bloody fray. Through 66 and 7,
that's cool.
They fought the Congo War with their fingers on their triggers, knee deep in gore. Days and nights they battled the Bantu to their knees. They killed to earn their living and to help out the Congolese. Roland the Thompson gunner, Roland the Thompson gunner. His comrades fought beside beside him, Van Owen and the rest. But of all the Thompson gunners, Roland was the best. So the CIA decided they wanted Roland dead. That son of a bitch Van Owen blew off Roland's head.
Ooh.
Roland, the headless Thompson gunner, Norway's bravest sons of the score. They can still see his headless body stalking through the night in the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. In the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. Roland searched the continent for the man who done him in. He found him in Mombasa in a ballroom drinking gin. Roland aimed his Thompson gun, he didn't say a word, but he blew Van Owen's body from there to Johannesburg. Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Roland the headless Thompson gunner, talking about the man, Roland the headless Thompson gunner. The eternal Thompson gunner, still wandering through the night. Now it's 10 years later, but it still keeps up the fight. In Ireland, in Lebanon, in Palestine, in Berkeley, Patty Hearst heard the burst of Roland's Thompson gun and body.
Okay. All right.
That is the song.
Astronomy by Blue Oyster Cult. Man, we do probably need to get to that. Okay, so my initial thoughts are,
Ooh, go for it, man.
it feels kind of like a folk song with a little bit better instrumentation.
Yeah.
Or not better, but more instrumentation.
More proper and polished.
But not killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there were a couple of really cool moments,
Yeah.
but that was kind of it. It was a little too one note the whole time.
In terms of like the dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me a little bit of like Jethro Tull. But I prefer Jethro Tull more. But
Yeah.
in terms of like the vibe, like the talky singing and that kind of like way with like the I don't know, like the way they're like prancing through the song kind of.
I mean, it felt folky. It felt like you'd hear it in a bar in Ireland with some guy just singing it with no drums.
Yeah.
And there it might be a better song. It's all right. I think kind of feeling like a C+ on it.
Oh, dude, same.
Yeah.
I was having I was like so scared. I thought it was gonna be just me.
No? Okay. Cool. What do you think?
Goodness. I mean, I still thought it was like a cool song. I think my ultimate thing was like I like how it started a little bit, and I like how like the drums came in a little later. I thought that was cool. Like there was a lot of nuanced things that I like.
Yes.
But as a whole, it's like by the halfway point of the song, I heard the entire song. And then so like the last half is like a pure repeat of the first half, which was like that was probably my biggest issue. If it was like half, then I probably would have liked it a little bit more. But for me, it really was kind of like there were multiple things, just nuanced things that I liked a lot.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Like a certain thing with like the snare towards the end, it's like up to it. I thought that was kind of cool. Like there was various like little things I was like that was cool, but as a whole, it's like I just feel like it dragged a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of I think they're pretty much agreeing with us. C-, D, B+. Like it's probably averaging out to like the C+ thing. Please someone else, D for them. Yeah, I mean they're not all going to be hits, but that's kind of what it's for. We want to explore like the other ones. Okay, so
Andy is drunk comparing that song to Jethro Tull. For one, I'm not drunk. It's the first glass. Two,
he's a lightweight.
I mean, the way the comparison really was more just regarding like the vocals and how it was kind of like talking, singing in that kind of like folky kind of way. And I very much clearly mentioned that I liked Jethro Tull way more, and that was a slight comparison. I feel like it was kind of obvious, but thank you.
Well, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have like interspersed. We're gonna do a song from Instagram-ish. Then we're gonna do a song from chat, and in between that, we love some Q&A stuff. If you guys are into that, so I think now we're gonna take a quick little break, do some Q&A, Maybe
Thank you, Nancy. Deep cuts, queen. Spread your wings.
play some background music at the same time.
Boat on the river. Halloween, Dead Man's Party. Is the band called Halloween? That's kind of cool.
Sounds pretty cool. Okay.
So many people will seem like genuinely upset by the song. They're like, I want you to know my day is now slightly less good because this song was played. It's like, whoa.
I think it's fair. So, with that being said, let's get some Q&A going. What do you guys want to know? Ask everything about us except our mother's maiden names and social security number.
How tall are you guys? I'm 5'10". I think you're around the same height, if not a little.
5'10", 5'11".
I think we're around the same. About
Yeah.
5'10"-ish for both of us.
I saw Q&A. Oh, did you guys both vote? We did. We did both vote.
Yep.
I voted specifically for comptroller number 4 here in Florida. It was Doug D. Du Bois because, I really think he's going to change a lot for comptroller number 4.
I like it. How long till you get your degrees? I wrap up this fall, and I think you have after this semester you have 1 or 2 more left,
I think
right?
1 more semester maybe.
So I'm right about to wrap it up. Within, I think December I should be graduating. If I don't graduate, I effed up really bad, but I should be.
And Maggie Otis says, when is the shack going to be done? I mean, it's pretty much done. I mean, it's done. There's AC in here. I mean, it's structurally it's now a building, not a shed.
Alex, the people want to know. Alex, where in Africa is your dad from?
Oh my gosh! Well, if you would if you paid attention to Lucy, Lucy's known this.
Algeria, right?
Yeah, Algiers.
Whew. Okay.
Came over here on a boat where my uncle stowed away underneath his bed.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So
that comptroller will get you every time.
yeah, it's number 4.
Question, Andy, how living in your new apartment? It is very nice. I really, really enjoy the freedom. I didn't think it'd be that big of a difference because, I was in my mom's house. I was kind of allowed to do whatever I want for the most part as long as I'm not, causing trouble.
Yeah.
Actual trouble.
Which he does.
Yeah. But it definitely was, super different. Not having to answer to anybody, was pretty cool.
Tango
Pretty cool
India
thing.
Mike says, how often do you get recognized in public? Believe it or not, kind of a decent amount for the fact that I don't think we're that big.
Yeah, I've been recognized once. It was with you. I was with you.
I think I've been recognized 3 or 4 times.
I think you have a more recognizable face.
Really? I think
you're the long hair rocker.
Yeah, but I also don't usually wear my hair down
It's kind
out
of
all the time. But
yeah, we were at his cousin Nick's show. He was covering a bunch of stuff like Zeppelin, Deep Purple, all kinds of crazy stuff. And this guy walked up and he's like, "Yo, y'all are Andy and Alex," and we were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And we thought he knew only because your cousin told him or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he did not know that you were even related to him.
No.
He said he saw a Leonard Skinner reaction from us or something.
yeah, which is cool because he was a younger kid.
Yeah.
What is that? Whoever sent that one, super chat.
Let me see.
Ford P69.
That's kind of cool.
You guys have hardly even heard Jethro Tull. Budapest would be a great deep cut of Tull. I mean, we do enjoy the crap out of Jethro
At
Tull.
some point, I feel like the reason we've gone wrong with them is at some point we need to do one of their albums because that's what everyone keeps saying is it's kind of like a sin to do just their songs. I think their Thick as a Brick one is what I'm interested in. We did a lot from Aqualung, which was kind of cool, but I feel like I want to hear Thick as a Brick.
Ooh, okay. Actually, so go up a little bit. Scroll up to, you'll see it, to
I'll see what,
Mikey. All right, so I love, for those of you who haven't seen this, if you're going to ask for Q&A things, if you're going to do a general comment, that's perfectly fine. Do exactly how you're doing it. But if you want a Q&A stuff, I like that they said at Andy and Alex.
Because it pops up in orange.
It pops up in
We can
orange
see
for
it.
us. So Mikey, so it'll make us see it better if you want to ask a question. So Mikey asks, cats or dogs and why? This should start a good debate.
I'll start. I like both. I grew up mainly as a pretty hard if you ask me, I'm like, oh, I'm a dog person. But now I'm a little different, and the main reason is because I have so many things going on. I like the lower maintenance of cats.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit there and watch them shit and eat and everything. You can literally free reign feed them dry food. And if you want to give them wet food, you can mix it and do that.
Yeah.
But it's way less maintenance and they're just kind of almost independent people living with you, but they're also so sweet and cuddly. Mine's Fluffy. Me and my girlfriend just got 2 cats in case. Just to give context of how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So I might be biased because I have 2 little kittens, but
Yeah, go up to Peter's.
I mean, what do you think about cats versus dogs? I like both.
Oh, there's one more. Real fast, Peter said, are you going to do split screen Zoom vids with subscribers like other channels are doing? We've thought about it.
Doing like subscriber like call-ins and stuff.
Yeah, we've definitely thought about it. It is 100% an option. I think right now we're trying to focus on a couple other optimizations to the space, and then other smaller content things, and then we're probably going to be doing
think
something like
call-ins
that.
are eventually going to be like a thing that we
Yeah, so
dive
Peter
into a
Q,
little
that'd be
bit.
really cool to get some of you guys on there. Q&A, who are your musical influences? All right, before we answer that, cat and dog one. Definitely more of a dog person. I like cats and dogs both, but I tend to want an animal to love me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
Cats love you back. And the thing is, here
cats are just all right with you, though.
not true. I feel like the difference is with cats you have to earn it, whereas dogs they just give it to you.
Maybe
Which is fine.
I like the easy.
I like dogs too. I think you can ultimately probably form, or at least on average, the average person can on average form a stronger bond with a dog than a cat because it's much like easier for them to fall for you.
Yeah.
Cats are more like they're skeptical about everything.
Yeah.
Whereas dogs are like, you are my center of my universe.
Okay,
You know?
fair.
So but I get what you mean though.
Verified News
like
asks Q&A, who are your musical influences, both of you? It started off as a lot of Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses. Recently, I don't know, man. It's been super varied. I kind of just a lot of what we're listening to on the channel I think is phenomenal. Supertramp I think has been up there for sure. Yeah, I mean pretty much whatever you see us listen to on the channel, if I rate it an A+ or better, that is now a musical influence.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't do that much writing, so I can't speak too much on musical influences. I guess I can, but whenever I do end up writing songs, it either it generally has like a Dave Matthews-y type of like acoustic type of vibe. Also, after we did like the Night Moves, I wrote a little like song that kind of like resembles like a Bob Seger-y type of thing.
And I think it was good. I think it was actually a very, very good attempt at a song.
But that, and then kind of I guess like Pink Floyd. But for the most part, I don't know. I haven't written too much. I can't speak too much on influences.
Yeah. All right, to go down more.
Yep.
Howdy boys from Lakeland. Oh, you're from Lakeland?
That's not too far from here.
It's not too far. That's where we get sushi usually.
Literally is. Yeah.
Dogs saying I prefer cats, all that. All right, Annie and Alex, will you break up if you get jobs out of the state? No. I think our future is actually looking like we will probably both be in similar locations. I think me hopefully doing more writing gigs, probably going to land me probably near LA somewhere, and you're probably in a similar boat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it would be fine.
We'll just plan it out, dude.
Yeah.
Jason said, what musical instrument can't you play but wish you could? I feel like it's kind of like, it's less of, I feel like your question more so should be phrased as like, what musical instrument can't you play but like you want to get into? It's not like you wish you could play something. Like anybody can learn any instrument. It's a matter of like, are you delegating the time to learn it? Like for me right now, it's like, I currently can't play piano like that well. I know a little bit, like some chords, but not that much, but I would like to, give time into learning piano. That'd be very cool. What about you?
Yeah, I know right now I can play decently guitar, bass, drums, and piano, and I can sing. So that pretty much covers like a lot of stuff. As far as an instrument I don't play at all that I wish I could, probably saxophone I think would be really cool. But one I wish I was a lot better at is piano. Like I'm good enough that, again, if you don't play it, you think I'm good, and if you do play it, you're like, So I wish I could play jazz piano. That'd be awesome.
Makes a lot of sense. Alex, since you're a songwriter, are you more into lyrics?
Oddly enough, not as much. I'm way more into how things are said or the rhyme scheme as opposed to the words. I'm very into poetry, so I definitely like when lyrics are like done well.
Yeah. It's not like your main thing is like reading the lines.
Yeah, I just think for music, especially for like as a writer, I'm writing most like pop stuff. So I mean, for my stuff, I'm writing rock. But if I'm writing for other people, I'm writing pop music. And for that, it's more how do the lyrics feel?
How does it sound to hear?
How does it sound to the ear?
That makes sense.
So
it really does come down to like ultimately like it's fun to romanticize like really like writing like a poem, making it into a song. But it really does come down to like it sounding good to the ear comes first almost.
Yeah.
It really does in terms of like a quote unquote good song.
Sure.
Will you do a show dressed as each other? I mean,
I kind of think we dressed pretty similar already. Minus the overalls. Obviously, this is not dressed up as each other.
Who spends more time chatting with the ANA community? I think it kind of like goes through phases. Like I think sometimes like let's say like I'm really busy and Alex will be like reading a lot more like let's say like Instagram DMs or whatever, and then other times he'll be busy and I'll pick up like Slack on like responding to Patreon DMs or whatever. So kind of just like kind of both. It kind of goes through like waves, of who's like let's say answering more. you know.
Anthony says, "What are we listening to?" And he says, "Yikes." Now, here's the reason I picked this. It's just lo-fi music, so it's pretty much just like jazz piano with a swing beat. But it's just easy to have on in the background as like total filler music. Like this is
generally what we study to typically when we're doing like homework and stuff, because there's no lyrics and each song is roughly like 30 seconds to 45 seconds long.
Yeah.
And you usually get like piano, some kind of like, you know, computerized beat. A lot of times you'll get like guitar, like bass, and all, like you'll hear the strings, and it's like really nice.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like just garbage food. Like it's like chips. It's like this gives no sustenance, but if you're just want something to snack on, like this is what it is.
Yeah,
you don't have to do
and
it
if
all.
you do have headphones and you're really just like you have it turned up a decent amount, you're listening while you're doing something, it really does like musically stimulate you in a lot of the ways that like you would like.
Yeah,
or at least I do.
Here, let's go all the way down there. Alex, how does that bad coffee with whiskey taste? Andy, love the circle tat that you have.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's not just a circle, so it's actually a guitar neck.
Yeah, it's a guitar neck that wraps around my arm and goes into like the hollow point, has strings going across, and there's like a galaxy, like space stuff behind it. I will take some pictures and post it on Instagram when it fully heals up.
And as far as the coffee, it's not great, but that's the point. So I guess that's how it is. Andy and Alex, what has been your biggest musical disagreement on the channel?
Meaning like on back-end decision making, or you mean like during like a song recording, like a song that we disagreed on how much you like or something?
So I think we're going to answer both quickly. We disagree a ton on the
way
channel.
More than you guys would think.
Way more than you would think. But that's actually one of the reasons I think we're great partners.
Yeah. Is
that we were both very respectful of each other. Like I think the other day I started a conversation. I said something kind of dicky when I got on the phone. Like it was just kind of like it was a bad day, and it was I said something like he wasn't quite getting what I was saying, and I was like, I called him up and I was like, yeah, I don't know how I could have said it better. Like I had to call you and explain it. And we worked through it. And by the end, he was like, hey, just so you know, didn't appreciate how you started that. Not a big deal, but whatever.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has the confidence and ability to tell me that. And at the same time, I respect him enough to listen and be like, you know what? Like, hey, you were right. Like, I think we work very well back and forth.
Our communication game is pretty fire.
It's pretty fire. We don't really get in fights, like ever. I don't think we've ever had like a fight.
No,
so.
We've had disagreements, but we always like work through it pretty good.
Christopher Gwynn, what are your favorite guitar brands? Probably you, Fender, right?
Yeah, probably.
For me, Gibson, but I also really love like boutique guitars, like guitars that are, because I mean I made the one that's hanging on the wall over there. So I very much appreciate like a good guitar luthier, like a smaller person who's really good at their craft.
What reaction on the channel has had the biggest difference between your ratings? I don't know.
That's a tough question. You probably would know better than we do.
Yeah, I feel like there's somebody who's like, oh, it's this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I know I'm sure we've had one where we're at least like 2 clicks away. Yeah. In terms of like one of us has rated it like, let's say like an A, and the other person like
a B minus,
a B or B minus. Yeah. We actually just recorded one. I'm not gonna say which one, but I think I rated an A and you rated it a B minus. So that's like.
Oh, that's true. That was a big one.
That's like 1 tier's worth.
Yeah.
I guess, but I'm not 100% sure.
Alex, do you work out or just eat a lot? I don't eat that much, but I definitely work out.
Yeah. I saw one. Where was it? Can you interview other reactors? It would be fun to watch. Jamal, Fatherson Reactions, Gem Reactions, Greg Jordan. We definitely been thinking about it and doing more like collaboration type things. I want to reach out to Mr. Video, dude.
Yeah.
I love that guy. He jumped to 100K so quick.
Really?
Yeah.
But you've been talking to him for a while.
I was watching when he was at like 5K reacting to stuff, and I was like, I love this dude. He's gonna blow up. Totally blew up.
I think it would be really cool to maybe do some podcasts with them. Like we sit down and talk, maybe listen to some of our favorite music that we've seen. Like,
I want to do cool. Also. I want to do like I don't know if it's ever possible. I want to do like a musical collab with him at some point, because I don't think he's had any like training or like really developed anything. But I've heard him emulate like vocal stuff like with songs like I think it was like Rooster by Alice in Chains, and he was like I heard him do something, I'm like, oh, he could totally sing that. He has like that grit.
Yeah. I
don't know. I thought it'd be cool to do all kinds of stuff with like
yeah. So I think pretty much this end of this year, start of next year, where you're going to see a lot more from us as far as different stuff like that.
Yeah, as we graduate and get settled in whatever we dive into, I think we're gonna get a lot more efficient at doing all kinds of stuff.
Kathy F, happy Halloween, guys! Thank you so much, Kathy.
Hella appreciate.
Yeah, very sweet, very sweet.
All right, we need another song up in here pretty soon.
I think we do. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Now, we saw this a ton. There's a ton of people that commented this and like sent super chats with it the last time. That Blue Oyster Cult song.
Yeah.
Do we do that again? Astronomy or astronomer?
I could see it because I think like last time there were also so many like requests.
There was
for
a lot of requests for it. So, are you guys feeling it? Is Blue? What was the song? Blue Oyster Cult, Astronomy, Astronomer. Let us know real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that might be the one we do.
This dude's like, Yeti man, come on, I'm stoned. I need a banger.
Yeah.
Is Astronomy Domain a banger?
Is Astronomy / Astronomer a banger? Let us know. I also need to know which one it is so we can look it up better.
Yep, pretty much. We do need a banger.
Iron Maiden, Rat Child, Running Free, Murders in the Room Work. Funny story here, Dean. I've actually heard Murders in the Room Work.
Really?
Amazing song.
Really?
Great early Maiden, for
I
sure.
see no. I see yes. I see ew.
It's called Astronomy. Okay, so now
I'm
we know
left not knowing how I feel. I think Annie and Alex do the best analysis. However, I think many others have much more wider genre selections, which is cool. I can see that. I do think a lot of other reaction channels do like 10 videos a week though, which gives them the ability to kind of like do that.
Hey, Mom. Mom just walked in here. Oh, okay.
Alex
You want to say
mom's
hi
in
to
here
everybody?
Chilling. Do it. Come over. You look good. Come say hi.
Yeah, come say hi. My mom is dressed up as a mom today.
Not a banger.
Just sit in the middle.
Yeah, just tip, pop, squat.
Hey, Mom. You'll see yourself in a second.
Yeah. I'm so confused.
You'll see yourself
People
pop
are
up
like,
here.
it's a banger. People are like, it's not a banger, but it is a banger. It's like, is it a banger?
Yeah. I mean, we can see.
We definitely don't want. We don't want a snoozer.
You'll see yourself in a second. There
There you go. Phone up.
Yeah, you see her little, hi, Mom, and you can see the chat right over there. Everyone will be able to see it. She's single. Yes, she is. And she's beautiful. So, but you got to be an exceptional. Oh, sit up a little bit. Sit up a little bit because you're. I mean. It's okay. I took it from some guy at a party.
Okay. There you go.
Hi, Mommy. Do you have any questions for my mom that are appropriate for her son to be here for?
What'd you say?
I said, do you have any questions for my mom that are appropriate for her son to be here for?
She is single. We are trying to court her and marry her off, but you need to offer an alliance that has at least 10,000 men.
Yeah,
involved.
it's got to be a lot of land.
We want. Yeah, you have to have at least a kingdom.
Yeah. So if you're a rich, wealthy suitor.
Yep.
Right. Or really, really good looking.
Or really, who is your crush as far as like rock stars back in the day?
Yeah, John Bon Jovi was up there.
John
Every
Bon
mom
Jovi.
ever.
And yeah, well, because we were 80s people, right?
Yeah.
So that's what
That
you
makes
do.
sense.
And-
People forget that
and
our
Eddie Van
parents.
Halen was as cute as they come.
Yeah.
So-
People forget that our parents, their music taste is much more 80s than anything else. Like,
It's true.
how have you not heard of these songs? It's like, well, they like 80s. So,
Brad Murray says, "Hey, Mom, how do you feel about your son copying your hairstyle?"
ooh,
Probably pretty good.
I mean, pretty good, yeah.
Where's Mom's
he's got-
drink?
He's got better hair than me, but, you know, he can copy.
Do you want to try some of mine? It's really bad. It's a little bit of coffee and whiskey. It's not good.
I mean, don't you hate when people say you want to try some of mine and then it's really bad?
Yeah, it's not good. It's
And
definitely bad.
then you're the mom. So you
it's
feel
actually better than you would think from how he's describing it. People were asking about Cowgirl in the Sand from Neil Young. I know I mentioned we were going to do it.
Yeah, I know,
I
it's
think
not
in the
good.
yesterday
It's not
video.
good.
But Beryl let Alex know that Cowgirl in the Sand he feels is Neil Young's best song. It changed his life. So we're actually thinking about doing that for an actual video the next time we come around to Neil Young.
I like that somebody just asked which side of my family is Algerian. Not my mom.
Believe me.
Definitely his dad's
Not
side.
the blonde one.
Come on, guys, read the room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't like the way I look on videos.
Okay. Well, I think you're beautiful, but okay. She's gonna head out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great time. Are you still live? I think so.
Yeah, we're still live.
I think so. Was Alex a good son growing up, or was he a rascal?
I was
he was
pretty- that's
definitely
pretty
a
good.
rascal.
No, I was really good.
You
I was
were
really good,
good?
right, Mom? Mom, I wasn't like a rebellious kid, right?
Oh, no, Alex was perfect.
Yeah, I was pretty perfect.
He was a perfect child.
Yeah.
Alex really never got in trouble.
Ever.
And he would always, he would always do the right thing because he didn't want to.
He would always do the right thing.
And he once told me to stop letting him off the hook.
Yeah, so my mom, I'll tell a story because I have a mic. So my mom used to ground me,
Yeah.
but then she'd feel bad because she was like a single mom and she'd miss me and she just wanted to spend time with me. So then she would like immediately unground me, like, it's okay, we can just hang out. And so there's one time where I was little, I don't remember it, but she's told me plenty of times where she was like, apparently she grounded me and then told me that, and I went, Mom, if you keep letting me off the hook, then I'm never gonna learn my lesson. Keep me grounded.
You're like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting let off the hook.
Yeah.
So he was a good kid.
He was a good kid. That's surprising. You're kind of like such a I don't know, man. I thought you'd be up to no good, causing trouble.
In the neighborhood.
You used to drive a truck.
All right. See you, Mom. Love you.
Curtis to consider reacting to Jeff Buckley, Grace.
Good starting
That,
point.
that was on a poll, I believe. Okay, we got so
gotta get a
distracted,
song. We gotta get a
guys. We got so distracted. So, Astronomy Domine. How long is it?
Let me pull it up.
Let's check it out. FM said, could you do Graduate by Third Eye Blind for Andy's graduation? Have Andy's girlfriend help decorate the shack with the posters. A tile background might look really nice.
We are gonna decorate this. We were actually talking about that before the stream.
We are going to get at least 10 women, and we're going to form a committee, and they together are going to help design this Freedom Shack. Because we just, I feel very apprehensive about attempting to design something like that.
It is 6 minutes and 24 seconds. I think that's allowed.
Okay.
I think that's allowed. So I think, Spooky by Atlantic Rhythm Section. Baron of Gray Matter.
I've been looking them up on like Spotify and reading about them. They seem pretty cool. I think they got violins and shit. Or it might have been a different thing I was looking at. But either way, they seem like they're kind of like southern. Little bit.
That sounds pretty cool.
Little
Okay.
bit.
All right. So Astronomy by Blue Oyster Cult. We're about to do it. This is about to happen. This is how it works in the Freedom Shack.
It better not be a snoozer.
Let's begin.
Oh, this ain't a snoozer. Come on, guys. This is good.
I love the
reverb on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly know what I was going to say.
Clock strikes 12 and moondrops burst out at you from their hiding place. Like acid and oil on a madman's face, his reason tends to fly away. Like lesser birds on the four winds, like silver scripts in May. And now the sands become a crust, most of you have gone away. Come, Susie dear, let's take a walk just out there upon the beach. I know you'll soon be married, and you want to know where winds come from. Well, it's never said at all on the map that Canada reads. Behind the clock back there.
Can you turn the song volume up? Of course,
No.
they can't hear it.
It's about, they're saying they can't hear it. It's loud as it goes.
The clock strikes 12 and moondrops burst out at you from their hiding place. Miss Karen Nurse and Susie dear would find themselves at Four Winds Bar. It's the nexus of the crisis and the origin of storms. Just a place to hopelessly encounter time, and then came me.
Okay, so that last 30 seconds was probably my favorite part of it.
Yeah, easily.
Some wind sounds. Okay.
Whew.
All right, so we've seen a few. I've seen a few things in the comments that apparently this was not the right version. The live version was the one to do.
I'll check it out on my own. Promise.
Yeah.
Promise. Yeah, verified news. I definitely don't think you're a wimp. I don't think it was a waste. People were talking a lot of crap on this song while it was happening, and I can get it if this isn't your ish. But the song definitely wasn't a bad song. Could they have laid it down better in the studio? Probably. Could they made some like better decisions? Maybe.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it wasn't a bad song, especially like the last half. They ultimately just needed to get to the point a little faster and frame things a little bit different. But I think they were onto a good thing.
Dude, you know what's so weird? So I send Andy any songs I'm working on, like even if they're not quite done yet. And dude, it's so weird to hear you speak on songs like that because I think it's so poignant and so correct. And I think I'm a fairly decent songwriter for what I do. And every time I've sent you something, I think you have such valid criticism that it amazes me when you're like just friend to friend. This is not me trying to like blow smoke up your butt, but you have such a unique way of thinking, and I think it's really cool to hear you talk on other songs as well as stuff I've sent you recently, where it's just like very cool.
I really appreciate
very
it.
Cool.
Man. I try my bestest.
Yeah. Somebody said
I don't think it was a bad song.
Yeah. Somebody said straight B. It saved it at the end.
I think it's a straight B. I think like I could see somebody saying it's a C and stuff, but like I really just don't agree. I think this is a B song, especially around like when it came around around not the halfway point, but around probably the 65% mark. It started to pick up speed, and definitely not a snoozer. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It's definitely.
I respect you guys. If you guys hate it, like I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
I just don't agree. I think it's a B.
Yeah. It's definitely one that I think you need to be more, like, sit down and listen to more, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, but we do want a banger, like a quick, short, awesome banger. So before we get to the other Instagram songs, let's get some in the chat for like quick, awesome bangers to like upbeat this Saturday up. Spooky by Atlantic Rhythm Section. Yeah, so do we do that? Is that a good one?
They'll let us know.
Spooky by Atlantic. I mean, rhythm, anything with a rhythm section in the name.
Yeah, whenever I'm like doing picks and stuff, I always press like artists that other fans like, you know, in terms of like in regard to a different artist, and I see them come up a lot when I'm in like certain veins of like Spotify in terms of looking at stuff.
Spooky. It's gonna play the first 2 seconds of it. I'm gonna pause it though. Okay, because I had to click on a song to see what the length was.
How long is it?
5 minutes.
How do you guys feel about it?
Spooky? Or do you guys feel spooky? Oh, we should do a poll. You want to do a poll?
Comparing what and what?
Do spooky or not do spooky? Is spooky a banger? Ooh, somebody said spooky, not a banger.
We need a banger.
Somebody said Nobody's Fault, Aerosmith.
And if spooky's not a banger, that's 100% okay. But this is the time for us to be truthful and to like really like we need like an upbeat. Like if people, I don't agree with people who didn't like who really hated the last song. I don't agree with it. But if they are falling asleep, we do want a song that's gonna wake them up a little bit.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate kind of like thing.
No, not spooky.
Not a banger. It's a banger. Too slow, spooky. Too slow is not what we want.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I don't want to. I'm feeling the gut feeling that spooky isn't going to do what we want it to do. Not that it's not a good song, but that's not going to do what we want it to do.
We still might do it later, but we need something. We need a solid banger. We need your guys' help. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Someone said, "I put a spell on you, CCR." Come on, man. We already did that song. After the stream, I hope you enjoy it. It was a fun one.
Yeah. An
absolute banger. Come on, Black Crows.
You know what? The Black Crows fucking hit, bro.
They do?
I love the Black
I've
Crows.
heard of the band, but I don't think I've heard any songs. What are they like? Are they more modern? No?
Well, all right, so I'll play one in the background while you guys pick, because I don't think we'll actually react to them, or at least for a while. But while you guys send some song suggestions out.
Thank you, Robert Sale. Appreciate it.
That's very nice of you.
It's an R&B vibe.
I'll just give you like here. Let me see. They're very much like a modern throwback band.
Okay.
Let's see what's a good one here.
How many classic rock fans does it take to find a banger?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
I like the
right.
Kind of cool.
So this is kind of their vibe. But we still need to pick an actual song, so this is not the actual song. We need to do a better one. In the vein of this, give us a banger.
Turn it slightly lower. There we go.
Somebody said, oh, now here we go. Yeah, let's do something closer to this.
That was cool.
Doobie Brothers, Rockin' Down the Highway.
It's a deep, short, banging. Rockin' Down the Highway. That seems kind of promising.
That seems promising. That seems promising for sure.
Turn the volume down a little bit. Guys, let us know.
I'm positive.
Is that Doobie Brothers song a banger?
Rockin' Down
the Highway. It's a deep cut, short, and banging. Rush the Enemy Within. Is that Doobie Brothers song what we need right now? Doobies, yes, 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 all caps.
Doobies, yes, yes, yes. Rockin' Down the Highway. All right, all right.
Uncle Scruffy.
He does have some good bangers on him.
Leonard Skinner songs. I dare you not to like either one. That's reverse psychology. I feel manipulated.
Dang. That was manipulative.
Someone said, it's okay. Radiohead, yes, yes. Radiohead, yes, yes. Banging for sure. All that good stuff.
All right, so we're looking at Doobies. Is that the one?
I feel like we do it. I feel like we're desperate for a quick banger right now,
and they really do fucking deliver.
I feel like it'll do it. I feel like it always do it.
All right. Doobies, yes. Yes.
Okay,
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So what was the song called?
Rocking down the highway, I believe.
Rockin' down the highway. Let's get it, guys. I gotta get more whiskey in here.
I need some too. Not deep. Oh well, man.
Okay.
Cool. Michael said this grooves, but it doesn't bang.
That's probably fair.
That's fair. It did feel more like a groove than a bang.
But I can
But
get down with that.
that's not a fault against the song. It's more so
Listen.
like
If anybody threw this on at any point at a bar, I would 100% be happy.
I think it's pretty fun.
100%.
I think it makes sense. We were saying, not a deep cut, it got radio play. I mean, sorry. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's cool. I dug it, man. I think it's not as good as other Doobie Brothers songs for sure.
Yeah, someone was like, it's not Blackwater. Blackwater's better. It's like, I mean, okay. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. So it's like almost every song is worse than Blackwater ever.
It's kind of facts, dude. Where Eagles Dare, the Misfits short banger, good for Halloween. That's cool.
We do need some Halloween songs. So I've seen Season of the Witch by Donovan a couple times here. But we do need to do an Instagram song first.
I have one that I think is pretty good that I got from, I don't know if I got it from Instagram or from the YouTube community post. But this is probably the deepest cut we've hit on here. It's
okay.
by a band called Trapeze, and the song's called Medusa. Monster, kind of Halloween-y, I guess.
Okay.
But
Medusa.
Yeah, it only has 100,000 streams on Spotify, which is like way less than almost everything we ever hit.
Wow. So this is
So
probably
this is-
one.
yeah, like the band has like 10,000 monthly listeners,
So
so it's like
super
a
small.
very deep cut. But a lot of the band members ended up like playing with other groups and stuff. So
Okay.
like their influence is there, and they got around, but their band themselves did not do super hot, I guess, commercially, which is fine.
All right, Season of the Witch is amazing. Okay, so I think Season of the Witch might be the next one we do after this. Yes, Trapeze. Okay, so here's what
Season of the Witch does not bang.
But here's the deal.
I don't know how credible that person is, but like, if anybody's saying it, I'm now immediately more skeptical than the first time.
It's true. Now, Josh,
Donovan Z means sleeps.
I think I got that. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, well, because here's the deal. I love Donovan, but he gets no play on reaction channels. But Season of the Witch was one of his biggest songs. I think you dig it.
Yeah, we don't want to do a big song right now. We want to do a deep cut because a lot of you saying the last one wasn't a deep cut, which honestly, fair, it probably wasn't.
But it's
it
also
sounded
Doobie Brothers. Like probably none of their songs are deep cuts.
that's so not true. You grab their songs that didn't do as good or that didn't get put on the radio, deep cut.
Yeah. Okay, so
Someone said trapeze exclamation marks, and yeah, Susan knows.
Susan knows. So here is the conundrum that we are in. Bang, Edgar Winter's Roadwork back in the USA blows the roof off. Now, Edgar Winter does kind of do that. So that's
It's a
a
thing.
possibility.
What were you saying though?
So here's the catch-22 that we're in. 1, we want bangers, obviously.
Yeah.
2, we want deep cuts. Now, I feel
Yep.
like if a song bangs hard enough, it's likely not a deep cut. On most occasions. So we're in a weird
I
place.
think that.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to listen to Medusa by Trapeze.
Okay.
I want you guys to have just as much of an open mind as we do, because at the same time, I know there's a lot of people who want song suggestions in here, and we want to get to as many as we can today. But at the same time, let's all hear some new stuff.
Yep.
Come in with an open mind. If it hits, let it hit. Maybe this is something you throw in the ration yourself.
pretty sure there are many of you who have never heard of this, probably.
Yeah.
Trapeze Medusa. I think that's what we're gonna do.
All right, let's do it.
We're gonna
Trapeze
do
Medusa. And then we'll get
UFO
to more.
Rock Bottom. We did that a while back, my boy.
Trapeze.
My boy Tom H. Go enjoy that video. It was a great time. Back when we had the black background.
Trapeze.
Oh, we hate that black sheet, man. They don't understand how
They
much
don't understand the pain.
struggle there was.
All right. Ooh, do we do a deep cut sweet music by Roadmaster, Sailor? There's so many things there.
A lot of words.
All right, so this is from Martin Hazel. He says, deep cuts, sweet music by Roadmaster, Sailor, Lord and Thief by Buccaneer, Danger Street by Stanley Clark, Banger, Wild Women of Wongo by Tubes. Okay.
Cool. All right, let's get into Medusa.
All right.
I want the snake hair lady. Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to do this, and we're going to do some Q&A afterwards, but let's hit it.
You're bound to think that I'm on the shore from a sea that never came. Now's the time to find the time.
Ooh, like that.
I've done what has to be done. Voices call the nameless one, crying all of the time. Tales of no one in my sleep, stepping out into the night.
Oh, all of you who doubted.
Heard you sing your song, Medusa, the one with the head of fire. Heard the legend of Medusa lies in the devil's side.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
They said, back to the beginning.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love the bends. Those bends are so interesting.
You're bound to think that I'm on the shore from a sea that almost came. There's no time to find the time. I've done what has to be done. I've done what has to be done. I have 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 done.
All right, man.
Cool. It was so funny when the song first started. I was like, "Oh, read the room, buddy."
Yeah.
Even though it's already written. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it was funny because I was like hoping it was a banger in my heart of hearts, and it started out and I was like, "Oh man, I hope it's not gonna be just acoustic the whole time." And he's like, "Down, down," and I was like, for
Yeah.
all those who doubted, including even me a little bit. It was
Yeah,
cool.
I definitely doubted it at first. I was like, "Oh, this might not have been the one."
Yeah,
No, that was a banger.
That was
a
great.
banger. That was a banger.
yeah, and obviously this is not like, if you're comparing this to like the pinnacle of rock music at the time, doesn't stand next to it, but great song. Like
Yep,
overall,
yeah.
very very good song.
Some people were like, "Oh, it's sloppy." It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like that can be fine sometimes if you're just kind of like,
Yeah, this is
rock
a
out little
mood,
bit.
man. This is, if I saw somebody play this song live at a bar, which seems like something a bar band could feasibly write and figure out.
Yeah.
Good song. I'd be very happy with it. Be
Yeah.
very happy with it. Yeah.
No, I thought that song did what it needed to do. I
Mhm.
liked it. I liked his vocals a lot, especially with, like, towards like that last bit when he was really digging into it. I felt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was cool.
Like, let's see your ratings in the chat. Everybody give,
Yeah,
give your
everyone
ratings.
rate it. Everyone rate it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
And I love somebody earlier was like, "Yo, community chill. We're just here to fucking chill with A&A right now. Like, it's about the chilling aspect."
People get into it, man.
Yeah.
Solid C, D,
A.
A,
B plus. I'm feeling Andy. Andy said B plus. I think it's probably sitting around a B plus if I had to say it.
B, C, A.
I think,
B.
dude, I think you're right on track. Oh my gosh, look at all his chats. I love you guys so much.
I think the song's a B plus personally.
I think it's a B plus. Yeah, I think it's pretty much right around there.
I think the reason why I thought most of chat hated the song was because the people who are not hate isn't the right word. People
Yeah.
who didn't care for it are probably more vocal than people who like it.
That's true. I always had the thing of like, when you look at reviews of something, it's like, do you like your TV? And people are like, yeah, I like my TV. Have you written a review on it? No.
Yeah,
It's like, there
I
you
think
go.
most people are in that B range. Yeah, I think it's a solid banger, dude.
Yeah.
Like you go to a bar and somebody pulls this out, you're not complaining at all. And if you are, I don't want to go to a bar with you.
It's fair.
Like
Trying to
that's
get,
kind of where it's at, I think.
gosh, I really want to at some point go do karaoke with you again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure we will. Times are
What-
tough, man.
Times are tough.
Alex and I are both very very busy people, and pretty much like when we see each other is when we're sitting in these nice comfy
We
chairs.
did play a game and we went to the comedy show was, how'd you like it? Your
We
first
did do
comedy
that.
show.
It was very cool.
You enjoyed it?
Second comedy show.
Oh, was it your second one?
Yeah.
Okay. How did it compare
It
to
was
the
good.
first one?
It was good. It was awesome. This is much like funnier, but for a different reason, but very much funny.
Yeah,
Well,
very
I
good.
loved it. I was like dying.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
a great
hilarious.
show. Great show.
Tell him who it was. I forgot his name.
Tim Dillon. We went and saw Tim Dillon.
He's a very cool and very funny guy.
Yeah. What was the $20 super chat? Let's read that one off real fast.
It's Susan.
Susan. Hi, guys. Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. In my neck of the woods, it would not be Halloween without this song. If you've already heard Boingo, then Hell by Squirrel Nut Zipper. Love you guys. Oh, and she said another one.
Her
What was the other
second
one?
one says,
Also, I will come up with a brand of Arizona whiskey for you to try if that's even a thing. I don't drink, so I'll have to research a good distillery. That would be awesome. Yeah, Susan, that'd
Arizona
be awesome.
whiskey would be very cool.
Yeah. Arizona whiskey sounds like a cool band name. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt that. I am going to attempt that. Bara Bajagel. I think I got it right.
Something
By
like
Donovan.
that. With Jeff Beck band playing funky grooves. Karaoke rules, FYI. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could do like a subscriber karaoke thing.
For sure. Someone saying yes, Dead Man's Party.
Which one is that? Was that the Oingo Boingo one?
I think so. I think it was.
Somebody said no Oingo Boingo. I'm still a little bit sold on Spooky
Spooky.
by Atlanta Rhythm Section. Although Bob Seger Lucifer, that's looking pretty cool
That
too.
looks really cool. I saw that during the song in the chat, and I was kind of like thinking about it.
All right.
Is that a deep cut by Bob Seger?
Yeah, let us
But
know if it's a deep cut.
I think I'm biased because I want to hear more Bob in general, though. That could be part of it.
That's true. Part of what I want to do is, I think, doing a poll with 2 or 3 of these Halloween suggestions. So I think, so far I'm looking at the Oingo Boingo, Spooky, and Lucifer. Those 3 seem like very good ones as far as.
We'll frame it as Dead Man's Party.
And
Dead
Rush-
Man's Party,
Ru-
Spooky.
Rush Witch Hunt looks cool too.
I think we did. Which album was Witch Hunt on? Is it on 2112?
I think it's on Moving Pictures, maybe.
I don't remember.
I've seen it.
I know it's on an album that we've heard most of the album, and that's one of the cuts we haven't heard. We're gonna get all the Rush haters in a second going, oh my God, no Rush, please God, do anything but Rush. Getty's voice is gonna put me.
Ooh, ZZ Top, El Diablo. There are so many good ones now. Where were all
ZZ
these
Top,
good
El
ones?
Diablo? Yeah, where were all these suggestions like
Thank you,
10 minutes
guys.
ago? They're like, we were here the whole time. You just can't read.
Yeah,
It's like,
I can't even read. That is literally my favorite quote from what's his face, Conor McGregor.
yeah.
He's talking about Floyd Mayweather before their fight. And he's like,
Yeah.
he can't even read. Fuck the Mayweathers. Fuck the Mayweathers.
Okay, let's do a little straw poll. I'll make a straw poll with
All right.
that stuff.
All right. In the meantime, while we're making the straw poll, we're gonna answer some questiones.
How are they going to read questions when I'm on a different tab? So
can you do it
can't
on your
read
phone?
it. Can I do a straw poll on my phone? I'm not. How about you just pull up the stream on your phone?
That's very smart. This is why you're in college.
Thanks, man. College taught me those problem-solving skills.
Yeah, they did. Long cool woman in a black dress. Oh, I gotta watch that ad.
Straw poll.
All right, so I am looking currently at the chats. So we're going to answer some questions in the meantime. So again, tag us at Andy and Alex if you want us to see it and answer the question, because that's the easiest way to see it.
Lucifer. I'm not gonna put the artist name. I'm literally just gonna put like the song.
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
So
you
we
guys
have
know.
Lucifer. We have what was it, Spooky.
Spooky,
We have the El Diablo from Z Top.
El Diablo by
Diablo.
ZZ Top.
And what was the other one we were interested in? I totally forgot what it was
Oingo
called.
Boingo.
It was the Dead Man's Party, something like that.
Dead Man's Party, yeah.
Okay. Dead Man's Party. Here's the part where, like, I guess the one that has the most listens wins, and then everyone in the chat's like, well, of course, the more popular one's gonna win. And it's
So
like,
what? Yeah, I think what we can even do is we can do the top 2 from this, and then we do a separate one. So 2 straw polls. That way we narrow it down. That way, if it's like the most played one, it's like but there could be like, let's say the other 3.
How about we do the most voted one and the least voted one?
You are chaotic neutral, my friend. Okay. Okay. Wow, that was hilarious.
I think that works, dude. Honestly.
Or maybe the
that.
third one.
No, we do the one they want and then the least one.
Ooh, Jessica Hirsch says, "Can you give us a clue/hint of what November's full album is going to be for Patreon?"
I don't know, man. Hints seem kind of shady.
Well,
And it's not because we haven't decided yet. Quit acting like we're not planning ahead. It's not true. On a side note, I'm gonna copy paste spam this link in there.
all right.
So everybody, calm down in the chat very slightly, and please enter this link and choose what you think is the real cheese.
Somebody's saying no Oingo Boingo. Well, this is up to you guys now. You've got to do this on your own. All right, so you guys vote in that link. That
Yeah,
link will tell.
I'm spamming it real hard. That didn't sound right.
Definitely getting a little tipsy off this whiskey.
Yeah. The oh, you didn't mix it with coffee.
No,
I
didn't.
bought you cheap coffee just so you wouldn't drink it.
Dude, you got me the biggest thing, dude.
That was a big one.
It was a really this is
Well,
huge.
when I called you on the phone, that's what you said. When I called you on the phone, you sounded really tired.
I was very tired.
You sounded really
very
tired.
tired.
I was on my way home. I was on my way over. We're meeting up at 11 to record. Some before the live stream, and I'm driving over. I call him. I'm all awake already. He picks up the phone. Yeah, what's up? I'm like, oh, this dude sounds so cozy right now. He needs a big coffee.
Yeah. Ooh, page not found. Is there an issue with the link?
Page not found. No way. Give me 1 second, guys.
Let's do it again.
Oh my goodness. I can't. I freaking can't.
Oh, some people are already voting.
I see a lot of people that voted, but just in case it's not found for you, I'm just gonna repost it. I recopied it.
Okay.
I'm gonna paste it again. So let me know if this works, guys.
Mark McCoon, this is a great question.
You guys. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Ask, what was each of your first songs you remember in your life?
Oh my goodness. It might be. Let me pull up who it's by. I know the song name. Oh, I'm gonna get made fun of so hard.
I am too. I
remember. I was born in Georgia, guys.
Ooh, that's not where mine is going, but sure.
Okay. What's yours?
Mine is Yeah by Usher.
Mine is There You Are by Martina McBride.
Yeah,
It's me and my mom's song, actually.
my mom had an Usher CD in her car, and I remember when she used to go to to the gas station or whatever
Yeah.
and pump gas, I would just put it in because it was all that was there, and so I loved that song
Really?
because it was so catchy, and as a whatever, it definitely should have been listened to it, but really catchy song.
Someone said you guys have not done any of the Instagram requests.
Yeah, we have.
I don't think we have. I have one.
No, we
in
did
there.
trapeze.
That one was from YouTube,
My man.
a YouTube community
What are you
post.
doing? All right, we
I
definitely
have
need to.
one in there from Instagram. I went to all the posts and I grabbed one or two from each one. So I got one. Easy. I do like how he read all 360 comments and knows that we didn't do one yet. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram. I'm scrolling. You guys are not doing it right. Promise
Alex,
it's
did you
coming.
just get off the tracker? It's from Hey Gringo 7. No, this is I'm dressed up as Carol Baskin's husband.
Yeah, the meme is not dead, guys.
It's not
if you
dead.
thought it was, it's actually not.
It's actually back on there.
People are saying they were able to vote.
All right, it looks like at least a majority of people were able
Okay,
to
so
vote.
I'm gonna check out the results from this poll now. And Spooky won.
Spooky won.
People are liking Spooky.
Spooky won. All right.
And then Lucifer is the last place one.
Okay. So looks like we are doing Spooky.
Spooky sounds fun. Let's do it.
Spooky does sound fun.
What was the first song you heard when you were stoned? We can't answer that question, man.
Oh, headphones came off.
Give it a couple years till some new laws pass in Florida.
And we can legally say that. Yes, I listened to this song this year. Dressed up as a weed farmer. No, just as just a dude in overalls. Alex, are you dressed up as the husband that Baskin fed to the cats? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where it's from.
What was each of your first concerts?
Um,
Mine was a
Oh, yeah.
2000s douche rock band, Hinder.
mine was Metallica.
Yeah, okay, yours is way better than mine.
Yeah, it was a pretty good first concert.
Actually, I really liked my concert. I thought it was nice thing. It got me into rock. I think 2000s rock can get a lot of crap talked on them, and it's fair.
Yeah.
But some of 2000s rock that I grew up on is the reason I was interested in even going back to check out the roots of rock. So.
All right. Well, that being said, Spooky.
Calvin said, "Why does Andy have a tattoo of cow dung on his arm? You're a douche." So that's rude, man. That's rude.
Maybe he just doesn't know what it is. Show it to him a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You're gonna make him feel bad.
Calvin's nice. No, he's the guy who likes Adam a lot.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he always comments "Where is Adam?" He's like, just replace Andy with Adam.
No,
I don't think he said that, but
okay.
at this point, it seems like he wants to.
Andy isn't nearly drunk enough. That's facts. You need to be drunker.
Yeah, people are always like, Andy, are you drunk? It's like, no, I'm just kind of weird. I'm not drunk. It's like, come
Just
on.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that one say? So Tom Rousseau, Stereophonics are a great band out of Wales that never made it big here, so any of theirs are deep cuts. Try Vegas 2 times, Madame Helga, or Help Me, She's Out of Her Mind. Those are great song titles. Tom Rousseau, great song suggestions there. I think you need more alcohol. What drink are you on?
This is my second one.
I think you kill that. I pour you another one.
I'm definitely not gonna like kill the drink, but I'll drink it like at least twice as fast as I was drinking the previous.
Oh man, I think you should kill it.
I'm not gonna down all this whiskey right now.
That's like a shot or two.
I said what I said, man.
Like a big gulp. Do a big gulp for me.
No, I stand by what I said.
All right.
I'm gonna drink it twice the rate that I was drinking the previous glass,
Okay.
and that's gonna be the way of it. Weird equals goof. Okay.
He's goofy. I
Yeah.
like him though. It was funny. Somebody
Andy would be a cheap date.
I actually don't think so. I think I would be a much cheaper date than Andy. I feel like I'm dollar menu value.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good. I honestly, I kind of like that. Andy would be a cheap date. I don't mind that. Like, I feel like that's
Yeah.
fine. I like that. Like, if you're gonna talk like tasteful smack, that's the tasteful amount, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to spooky.
Okay. Somebody say the peer pressure. Yeah. I'm definitely
right?
trying to peer pressure him a little bit. All right. Spooky by Atlanta Rhythm Section.
Not a fan of spooky. Okay, Andrew. All right, man.
Well, we haven't heard it, so there's no way for us to know. I got it.
2 super chats. Thank you, Cronin. If not, how about something easier to pronounce? Beyond Belief by Elvis Costello.
I want to hear some Elvis Costello. I've heard his name thrown around.
I've been seeing his name a lot.
Yeah.
Patrick said, I got the by Labby Safri. Trust me, I've been sampled by Eminem, Jay-Z, Wu-Tang Clan, Groove Among Grooves. It's got the sauce. It's got the James Bond theme. Patrick,
Wow.
He sold that pretty well, honestly.
That is a great sell.
That was a great sell. Okay. Damn, Alex, we need to hit a bar. Andy, you're a sweetheart.
I would love to
Thank
drink with you, Kat.
Yeah.
If I'm ever wherever you're at, or you're ever wherever I'm at, let's get a drink.
Come down to Florida. All right, yep, let's do it. Spooky.
Spooky, Atlanta Rhythm Section. Let's hit it. Oh, this is a groove.
I love this ooze.
In the cool of the evening when everything
Yeah.
is getting kind of groovy, I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie.
Good rhyme there. I dig it.
First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you were thinking. And if some fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be awakened. I get confused 'cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky, spooky, yeah, yeah. If you decide someday to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm gonna tell you all that my heart's been a dying to be saying. Just like a ghost on Halloween. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Oh, spooky, yeah,
The amount of controversy in these chats right now.
It's so funny.
So here is what I think we do. Because I don't think we played through 3 versions of it. That's just too much of the same song, right?
Yep.
But I do think it'd be interesting because obviously you guys said it was the wrong version. Some of you said it was right, but most of you said it was wrong. And some of you said we're saying a different band. Now, I think we're very clear. We said Atlanta Rhythm Section, not Classic number 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And so a couple things. For one, after the first 50 people say wrong version, the next 200 don't have to say it. Like we can read, so it becomes very like redundant and hard to enjoy what's currently happening if
because I think it was still very
repetitive.
good.
Yeah, I like this a lot, though I had slight trouble enjoying certain sections because there was so much like continuation of wrong version in the chat. It's like, okay.
But I do get it. If this is your favorite song and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you're like, you might rate it lower because you don't
It's
know
like
it.
people asked for the Atlanta Rhythm Section, that version of this song. So did we do the right version of the song in context of ARS? This person said, A&D, not ARS, but it does sound like Jethro Tull.
It is ARS. Like, it literally is on the ARS page. So this might be a different version. So here's what we're going to do. I see one more version. I'm going to click on that version. And if it sounds different, then we know it's different. And then we're also going to listen to a little bit of the other one. And I think it'd be really cool. I think they would agree. If we listen to like a little bit, maybe scan through even a little bit of the other 2 versions. Because we've already heard the song. Let's hear the differences a little bit. You down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a different version of this because there's a few versions. Is this the right one?
This is by ARS.
Same band, just a different version. Already better. Definitely better already. Okay, they were right.
Is this the original?
I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie.
This is definitely better.
First you say no, got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are
All right. That was the first minute of that one. I think that shows a clear distinction in the differences, right? Now I want to play classic number 4. Now, obviously, don't hate. This is going to be the whole song because we don't want to listen to 15 minutes of the same song. But now we're going to do classic number 4. This is the original.
Yeah.
So, classic number 4. Let's see what the difference is.
I feel like they're gonna be upset that we did the wrong cover of ARS.
So this is the original, guys, correct?
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting
Man.
kind of groovy,
More rhythm.
I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie. First you say no, you got some plans for tonight, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
Great vocals.
Yeah, much better vocals, I think.
You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if a fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be a winking. I get confused cause I don't know where I stand.
It's also
And
much
then you
shorter.
smile
Really?
Yeah.
and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
All right. So I think that gives the gist. So I'm going to just turn it down a little. We'll listen to it. Okay, so
Ooh, hold it, turn it up.
Yeah, that's facts. Okay. Ooh.
If you decide.
All right. Okay, so for one, I think everyone, I was seeing in the chat that they appreciated the way we handled that. Obviously, we're not going to get it right all the time. We
Yeah.
don't know these music.
Well, when it's like when there's like an original, and then it's covered by somebody, and then the person who covered it also has another version of the cover.
It's hard to
It's
tell.
like we gotta be very, very specific, guys, in
Yeah.
terms of like, it's on us too, like to make sure that we're doing the right one
And usually we do the research when we're doing like a video, but obviously this is like real time.
on the spot.
Yeah. But that being said, I liked all 3 versions. I
Yeah.
do 100% agree with them. I think
Yeah.
the third one was the most wedding band version of it. It felt like
Yeah.
a cover of it easy. The second one, there are aspects of it like I liked more. I think I liked the guitar tonality, how it was recorded, how the piano was recorded. I liked those better. But then the last one we listened to, I think the voice maybe was better. Toss up between the second and the third one.
Right.
But I think the rhythm in the third one was easily the best.
I think that's a great synopsis of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was cool. I really, really dug that. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Sorry if I came off kind of salty, guys. I was a little bent out of shape. Only because he sat through an entire song of like just reading like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think you just need more alcohol, my friend.
Apologies, guys.
So either way, really, really freaking cool song. Really freaking cool song. All right, we're going to take some questions before we get to the next one. And then we're going to do another thing. Dr. John, I walk on guided splinters, has a N.O. voodoo vibe. I don't know what that means.
It's kind of cool though.
Voodoo vibe. That sounds cool. All right, so we're going to take some questions now. Annie and Alex, that'll teach you to ask for suggestions. Yeah, Uncle Scruffy. I don't know why we ask for things. And I saw one earlier. It was right before we went on. I think it was Jessica asked our ideal first dates. What's your ideal first date?
I don't know. I guess it sounds so basic, but probably just like either getting food or drinks and just talking and getting to know them.
Fair.
Because I feel like the first date is where you get to know them a little bit. You know what I mean?
I think
Like I want to hear them talk. I want to hear their voice. I want to hear their thought process a little bit and just how they are as people. If it's like a date for like with intent, I guess.
I think ideal first date,
Something chill.
kayaking and sushi.
Kayaking and sushi.
Kayaking followed by sushi. I think that's the way to do it.
I like that a lot, dude.
Because
That's
one,
good.
you have an outdoor activity, which I think is awesome. And if the date goes bad, at least you're kayaking, which is fun. Second off, sushi if it goes well.
I think that works, dude. I think that works a lot, actually.
It's kind of my favorite one to do. I've only done it a few times, but it's a good first date.
Kaiki and sushi.
Because it also shows you a few things about each person. Like, I think it shows you, like, are you adventurous? That seems like something that people write in their bios. Like, I'm adventurous.
That's a winner. Someone said, Annie and Alex, not a question. Just want to tell you you're doing a great job.
Hey, we love
you. Thank you. WDG 7431.
Yeah. Very, very hard name to guess. We had to guess your
Next
password.
time, do the cover of the original of the cover's original. That's the right one.
Oh, you're so right. How could we have gotten it so wrong?
I think that guy knows what's up.
Lucy, tell us about the drama of the black sheet. It was just hard to deal with.
Oh my goodness!
Like, we just had to put it up and down every time.
Dude, it was pressed on the back of our chairs back then. Like literally, like we had two like computer like gamer rolly chairs, and you couldn't tell very much. But like the sheet, like the backs of our chairs were going into the sheet, and it was literally like arched. Like the black sheet was terrible.
Yeah, it didn't feel good.
And it had to be like pushed up on us like that because if the sheet was any farther back, then like the shot would have had like the room. Like it would have been very obvious that it's not like a black background, but it's like some two scumbags with the sheet.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just moving to the bedroom. The second main, I guess you can say the third iteration of the set with when we had the Anna guitar. That was very good. That was a good
big
jump
up. We felt very happy. And then this, I think,
this is
nice
just
too.
the extra sauce on the cake.
Yeah.
Sauce
I don't know if
on
there's
the
a.
cake.
I think past this is like a lot. There's a big jump past this.
Yeah, I really don't know where the set goes from here. I think it stays like this at least for very
Yeah,
solid
we're definitely.
amount of time.
Are you guys not doing any more Pink Floyd? We are. It's just like we've
I'm
done
sure
most
will.
of it.
I just want to explore things that I haven't really heard too much of. Because even if I did more Floyd that I haven't heard, I've heard pretty much so much of it at this point to where if I explored more of it, it would be more for me. And I really want to do this kind of for you guys.
Yeah.
And also myself in terms of like exploring other bands. I don't want to like put my bias too hard into the picks I make.
It's true. You need to do some cover reactions. Fair.
Yeah. I think we've done very few like cover stuff, which is kind of fair because we haven't done much original stuff. Or we've done a lot, but like in terms of like we still haven't heard. There's so much original content for us to still hear.
Yeah.
I think it's a big part of it. Andy, how's your band going? Honestly, I haven't jammed with them in about a month and a half or so because once school started and I'm working and I have this, I had so much going on. I told the boys to stand by for a second and I'm gonna have the tag back in after I graduate. So I actually have not jammed with them.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's been hard. I've been jamming on my own, but like I have not because I have to like drive out to them and then it's like jamming and then I have to drive back and it's just like I have a lot going on.
When do you come jam with me?
I will, man. We can jam
one day. Ooh, somebody said I've asked this a million times, but when are you guys planning to do the Grateful Dead?
When I can't answer.
Yeah.
But will we?
Yes.
Yes.
Is the answer.
And when we should it be a live performance? I heard they're a jam band. Should it be live or should it be a studio cut when we do Grateful Dead eventually?
Yeah.
That is the question. Less question of when, more question of when we do it. Do we do live or studio?
Dr. John liked Humble Pie's Guided Splinters cover. You will too. Who's Dr. John?
It's Dr. John, dude. Dr. Long John. You know what I'm saying?
No, I have zero idea.
Completely different reference. That was a joke.
Okay. Wow. What band name did you end up with?
We still don't know. I'm undecided. They pitched a couple names. I showed them the list of like the 1,000 suggestions. And then they came up with a different one that I really don't like. I don't even want to say it because I think y'all will agree. I don't want to say it's terrible because that's kind of rude. Okay, they wanted to call it the Crash Daniels Band.
That's so
and
bad.
I was like, guys,
So
I
bad.
am not calling it the Crash Daniels Band.
That sounds so bad.
I
Coming from a guy in overalls,
can't
that's
do
horrible.
it. Especially for a cover band, the Crash Daniels Band, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. I hope they're not watching, but it does not work.
They might be.
Everyone in the chat's gonna be like, oh yeah, you're right. Unless they like it, maybe.
What do you, when you do the Dead, I think you should compare a studio version of the song with this version of the same song live. Very potentially, but I just feel like that'll be like a 45-minute video then.
Someone
right?
said, my pal Foot. So there's a band called The Shags. I heard of them because I saw a YouTube video that was titled The Worst Band Ever of All Time. And I was like, interesting. Watch it. It's about these like children that were raised and their dad forced them into like music basically and forced them to be in a band
man.
because he heard from this gypsy that was like, or from this like somebody was like, you're gonna like this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen, and then your daughters are gonna be in a band or something. And so he was trying to like the first things came true, so he was trying to force the third thing. And yeah, man, you listen to it, it sounds so rough. But then you have situations where you have like Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, and he's like, I'll tell y'all what, the Shags, way better than the Beatles.
Okay.
Where if you listen to the Shags, you will not think that, Alex.
Just sounds like somebody who's just like trying to be avant-garde to like be avant-garde.
It's borderline unlistenable, but I actually dug it in a different way, and the reason I liked it was because you could tell so hard that they didn't like quote unquote want to be there at all, that it was so like forced. But the thing is, it was still them who wrote the songs, so you feel the struggle and like almost like pain of like these kids who don't know what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
So it was like, you enjoy it in a different way. It's very weird.
Yeah,
very weird.
Real fast. So this is somebody. So Gregory Krug says "Green-Eyed Lady" by Sugarloaf, please. Now here's the way I
don't think it's a deep cut. Go ahead.
Here's the way I think we treat these requests, because I definitely appreciate the super chats. Obviously, thank you very much, Greg. I think the way we do it is that is the way to rally support. So if you have a song that you really love, like the Blue Oyster Cult Astronomy song, you rally support in the comments. If everyone already rallies support, awesome. If you have a great suggestion and you're like, listen, if everyone saw this, they would 100% be on my side.
Like rally behind it.
That's the way to do it. So Green-Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf.
We'll treat this like ancient Rome, like the thumbs up or thumbs down. But you guys are the ones with the thumbs.
We have no thumbs in the studio.
Yep, no thumbs.
Yeah, band name Menace to Sobriety. That's funny. Lost in the Sauce going.
Andy, great name for a band. 3 Fingers In.
Oh, okay.
No, the N has 2 N's.
I know, I get it, but I also get it.
It's 2 N's. It's not like that, man.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
I'm sure not at all. I'm sure if you said that in school, you wouldn't get upset. I see people saying Dr. John, go up.
I'm going up.
I see people saying Dr. John, the song, right place, wrong time would be very up your alley. Not a deep cut, but should be in the poll ASAP.
More importantly, I see so many Andys and Andrews.
Really?
I wonder if it's because I'm biased, because that's my name, so like, I look for it more, or is there just like
I've noticed
an
it more
uncanny amount of like Andrews and Andys?
I haven't noticed any Alexes, so maybe you're right.
Yeah.
And then go down to Patricia. You sweet dove, you.
Where'd it go? Right here.
You golden child. You wondrous person of human wonderment. You guys are doing great. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween. We really do want you guys to have a phenomenal day, and any positive we can add to it, hopefully we add some, even if it's 0.1%. If we can make your day just a little bit better, we want to do that.
We're not trying to take away from your Halloween. If you had plans, go do the plan. This is more so it's like if you were at home, had nothing to do, and wanted to hang out for a bit.
Because it's quarantine. I mean, still in some places, not Florida, because Florida's like clubs are open. But at the same time,
Florida is on something.
They're like,
else,
we decided COVID's not a thing.
Florida and California are so different right now.
They're
it's
very
hilarious.
Different.
It's hilarious.
Little Feet, Spanish Moon from Waiting for Columbus. Fair enough.
That's an intense song name. Spanish Moon from Waiting. Wait, is that the song name? Spanish Moon from Waiting for Columbus.
I've got a question for you. Because as we start new things, do we have different intro songs for different things?
What you mean?
Like as we start new segments for things, or
yeah.
Do we ever start new intro songs?
Yeah, I think you and your band, you should, because Feel the Love works great for what we have right now.
I agree.
I think what you should do is you should write a song, and you should have like a riff or a moment in mind that you're writing it as if this 10-second clip could be for an intro.
Okay.
And you kind of like plan it out a little bit.
Are there any that I've sent you that are in that vein?
Maybe I need to wait till they're fully fleshed out to get like a full opinion on it.
I mean, you've seen like Water and Gold, My City. What's the other one? Sound On.
Sleeping on Me.
Sleeping on Me.
I'm not sure. I have to like listen to them again. Like I have to like listen to it with that context of like, could this work for an intro? Because I don't like remember how it sounds off the top of my head. You know.
Which one's your favorite that we've done recently? This is me asking Andy questions.
I think Water and Gold is like your guys' like best song that you have coming up, just in terms of like emotion, like really cool meaning mixed with like vibe and like groove.
Okay.
And like, so, and it's also a banger because you go pretty hard in the vocals for that one. So like, I think that's like your best one in terms of like well-rounded, like being like a somebody who goes and listens to your like 10 of your songs, that's like a stick out song. But I do think a lot of the other ones you have coming up are like also really good.
Okay, fair enough.
But that one's like my favorite one, just because I like the subject matter.
Is a good one.
Very good, very good.
Do we need to go through some of these super chats?
Oh crap, yeah.
Steely Dan, Night by Night slaps. That sounds like a heater. That
Night
honestly
Fight,
sounds like a
Night
heater.
Slaps. I like that.
I've seen a lot of requests for Rush, Witch Hunt, and Zappa, Zombie Wolf. Both are great choices.
Zombie Wolf, dude, that's kind of cool. Zombie Wolf.
Oh, the Zombies time of the season.
Oh, guys, we actually just recorded a reaction video for time of the season.
We just
We
did.
just finished it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is before we got on stream. That was the one we were doing.
One of the coolest videos we made in a hot minute. I think
So-
it's a very good
So
vibe.
shout out to you. You're awesome. Who was
calling
that? Let me shout him out a little bit.
Uh,
K Cronin. K Cronin. That reaction is dedicated to you. So there you go. Oh,
there you go. Whiskey Train Procol Harum.
Procol Harum. That's
They were on the poll this week.
Were they really?
Yeah, they were. John said Green
Manalishi.
Manalishi by Fleetwood Mac.
I've seen that a lot.
Sounds like one of their older songs.
That sounds like a good one.
Okay, we want to get a song rolling up pretty soon. So let's go. Should we do one of the ones that we picked out from like Facebook, Instagram, or should we go and do that bottom contender?
I think we'd go Instagram.
Okay, and then come back.
By
to
the
that.
way, Steve Fondo, thank you very much. You were a sweetheart.
Appreciate it.
And then Man in the Jar by sensational Alex Harvey Band.
I've heard that song. Back when I was solo, there was this guy that was very, very consistent, and he commented on every video, and he was like, "You have to check out the sensational Alex Harvey Band," and I definitely listened to that song.
Is it good?
I think so. I haven't listened to it since, so I guess you could make an argument that it's not that good because I haven't listened to it since. But I remember enjoying it thoroughly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh man, post shower hair definitely.
Blazing River. That's a cool username. Blazing River. Said Alice Cooper ? We definitely need to get back to him. I feel like we haven't given him a fair go because we did Poison, which was like obviously ridiculous. We didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I did the I'm 18 with Angela, my sister, on her birthday. And so I feel like at some point he needs his fair go. That is definitely a thing. Where is Cowgirl in the Sand at? I think I mentioned it earlier, but we're not doing it on this stream. I know I said we were thinking about it. The reason we're not is because Barrow let Alex know that it's his favorite song by Neil Young and that he thinks it's like his best song and it changed his life and all that. So we're actually going to hold off and do a video for that probably.
Yeah, I think it's just maybe a little more special than that. Like I was working out with him the other day, and he was like, I told him we did Cinnamon Girl. He was like, oh, what'd you think of it? And I told him basically what we said. I mean, that the guitar tone was phenomenal, all that. And I told him that he said, oh my gosh, you should do Cowgirl in the Sand next. So I was like, actually, that's probably the next one we're doing. And he was like, it literally changed my life when I listened to it. So
It's exciting, dude.
yeah, it's very exciting. So all right,
So let's check
Yeah, what are we
one
doing?
let's check one of these picks from here. And then we'll do the Lucifer from Bob Seger.
you really do want to be chaotic neutral, huh?
Chaotic neutral. Yeah, man. I think that was a good play. Like in terms of like us trying to figure out like two of them. Like, just think about it. If you do a poll of 4 songs on here, and the goal is deep cuts, obviously the one that wins is like probably the bigger song ultimately, probably, unless it's just that much better.
Yeah.
But either way, that's probably the deal. So you take the one that got voted least.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. But then you're also doing the one that they voted in. So it's like I think that's the game.
Somebody asked where we're from, and it's
from
Florida.
Georgia.
Well, I think they mean where we're at.
Oh yeah,
Florida.
definitely Florida. Okay, we're gonna do the song. Should we do the one that was from Instagram? Because I feel like that guy.
We
is,
need to
like,
do it from
probably
Instagram, yeah.
Real upset. We did. It was the Argent. Hold your head up.
Argent, hold your head up. Argent.
Yeah.
So
So the song isn't like super deep, but the band is deep as far as we're concerned. So it's like one of their big songs, but
And-
it's like
for the future, we are going to pick. So we're gonna do. At least half the songs we pick are probably going to be from Instagram for these future live streams.
Yep.
So if you are not following us on Instagram, follow us on there because that's where we post to pick songs. So for any of these live stream picking song things, we're going to pick obviously some from here, but a lot of them from Instagram. So for those of you who don't know, Andy and Alex Official, follow us on there. You'll see our post. That's where we're going to post giveaways. I think we're doing a t-shirt giveaway pretty soon.
cool.
Yeah, so follow us on there for those who don't know. I don't think there's a link in the description on this video, but just go on Instagram, Andy and Alex Official. So, all right, Argent, hold your head up.
Oh
That's
yeah. Oh, I also read Rod Argent is also from the Zombies.
Oh,
He was
really?
he was the keyboardist, songwriter.
Yeah, Dondi says not deep but good. Yeah, I think
We're not going to be like too strict on if it's super deep. Like more so like our idea of deep is like we wouldn't do a video for it probably.
David Green says, any chance, hey guys, any chance of some GNR tonight? if it's up to me, I'd love to do some GNR for a little bit.
Too bad it's not, bro.
Okay. Well, if we can, I'm gonna try to convince him.
Yeah, guys, we're not going to be super strict on the concept of like what is defined as deep. We're going to try to we're going to try to do songs that don't have like the most like radio play, I suppose, but it's like we're not going to be super anal about it. More so just like songs that we probably wouldn't do a video for, but we still want to hit because people are interested in it.
All right. Well, with that being said,
It's an outlet.
Hold Your Head Up by Argent. I'm very excited. Let's do it. Gotta click on the desktop computer, and here we go.
Wait, make sure it's the long version. Because we only do this
6 minutes.
Okay, it's probably the long version. Cool.
Not key that song. Just do it. Very fire.
What does this remind me of?
Do some Nickelback.
And if it's bad, don't let it get you down. You can take it. And if it hurts, don't let them see you cry. You can make it. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head high. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head high.
Ooh. Damn.
And if they stare, just let them burn their eyes on you moving. And if they shout, don't let it change a thing that you're doing. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head high. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head high.
That cowbell, though. That's the way you do it in the Freedom Shack. Somebody said sound like Styx. Yeah, I agree. It kind of sounds like Styx. Agreed. Rocky Mountain High Chick, this does hit pretty hard. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's cool. Dang. I think we might literally have to clip this out and put it on the channel.
That was such a fun song, dude. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, less of a deep cut, more of like a one-hit wonder is what people were saying.
But I think that's
that
fair.
makes sense.
Like I said, I think we're either going to go for deep cut bands. This is a deep cut band. I don't know any other people who have suggested Argent or deep cut songs by big bands. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, dude. Oh my goodness.
just great.
That was great.
I think the groove was cool, the instrumentation was cool, the textural elements they added, like the little guitar stuff they did towards the end, just all saucy, just all very, dude. I'm in overalls. This is an overall song.
Yep. And I love how we just did time of the season recording before the live stream. So it's now we're hearing the keyboardist in a different context. His the band he formed after they left or whatever. That's really cool.
This was awesome. This was awesome. And I think you guys kind of agree on that one. Real fast, let's hit that 5-1 before we continue.
Also, a lot of people were saying they don't sound like Styx, but Styx sounds like Argent.
Yeah, you know what we meant.
Which makes sense.
But yeah.
They just want to make sure we're slapping the cred where the cred is due.
Cred is due here for sure. Seriously, I got by Labby Saphir. It's not a popular enough to game support in the chat, but I promise you'll be better off having heard it. I mean, this is for deep cuts, so we
That's
might
right.
do that
I
one.
guess if it does get a bunch of support in the chat, then it's probably not that deep. If you think about it.
That's true.
It's just it just makes it so much harder for us to make picks. It's like do we just grab a random comment and freaking you know what I mean? It seems hard to do it right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we might do that. Like pretty much anyone who super chats will probably put that song somewhere and pull it from it at some point, because it's at least a good little bank. Annie and Alex is the channel. You scrolled away from it, so I can't see it.
Sorry, I'll find it again for you. There you go.
Annie and Alex is the channel. They can play whatever they want and define things how they want. Big facts, Beetlebud 69.
It's we don't know the definition of a deep cut. It's I know what a deep cut is. It's just I haven't been picking them.
It's kind of it's like red. How do you define red? It's a color. Other than that, I don't know. Lucy said, in my honest opinion, this was an inspiration for Running with the Devil, especially with the break after the organ solo.
I think so.
Dang, I actually agree with that.
That's kind of cool.
Because it's especially the boom, boom, boom of the bass. Definitely kind of feels in that same vein.
Very cool. Very cool stuff.
Nancy Ives, deep cut band, Poets of the Fall, Carnival of Rust. That sounds intense.
There are so many bands, dude.
Yeah, there's infinite bands.
So many.
Sounds like a motorcycle riding by.
But. It's funny.
Wow.
Don't know what that means, but I like it.
But yeah, overall, what are we rating it?
I think that song was an A+, dude.
I think it was an A+ too.
I see no reason why it wouldn't be.
I think it was phenomenal.
Especially if they're a band that influenced Styx, and I like Styx, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah. No, I think that was phenomenal. So great. Wow, insightful. I don't know if we were.
I was like, wow. I was thinking, I'm like, I know I probably said insightful things before, but I don't think this is one of those times necessarily.
No, I don't think so either. But maybe it's sarcasm. Either way, love the comment.
That could be true if it was sarcasm.
Wow, much insightful.
Wow, y'all are on it today.
Wow.
It's okay.
Wow, that's great. Okay, let's get some more questions, and then we'll do a couple more songs before we get out of here tonight. Mike Carr said that song counted as a deep cut because the radio doesn't play the full version. Loved it. A+. It was a great song.
Appreciate it.
Great song.
Appreciate it. I liked it a lot. I'm glad
Great
we did
song.
it. Especially after doing the zombies. That was really cool.
Yeah. It's deep for you. Yeah, I would agree. It's probably deep for us.
Yeah.
We would have never heard that otherwise.
It's I feel like the context of deep cut has slightly changed. Because just because it was playing on the radio a bunch back then doesn't mean it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's let's say something was played a little bit, back then, doesn't mean that it is now.
Here, go down a little bit. Go down.
Bit.
There's asked for something. I actually asked for a song of the. Oh, hey, Daniel said I actually asked for a deep cut on the super chat. You skipped reading. Sad face.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Do you mind posting it and saying Annie and Alex again? We definitely try to read all of them.
Do the exact same comment, not a super chat, and just add us the same way you just did, and I'll read it explicitly.
Yeah, it's just
sorry about that.
It might have happened during when we're listening to a song, and when that happens, it's hard for us to read it.
Yeah.
So if that happened, let us know. We definitely want to make sure we read everybody that supports us.
Mikey said, the Seahorses, Love is the Law, Banger effing City.
Banger effing City.
That sounds kind of cool. Banger,
that does sound pretty
Banger
cool.
City sounds cool. That's a cool band name. Can you see YouTube comments with links?
We can, but I don't think it actually gives us a link.
So here's the thing. I think we can, but I think a lot of times YouTube automatically will block out and filter out comments that have links in them. Andy, is your sister coming back soon? I don't know, man. You seem kind of suspicious, though. All right, Jeff. How old are you, Jeff?
Your sister's 18, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's fine.
No, she's fine. She's fine.
All right, let's go through some of these. I want to make sure we don't miss my car. Who is it again? I forget his name.
Bob, the YouTube curator, said,
Inagata de Vita. Damn it.
Damn it, dude, I'm feeling your vibes, man.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. I think we put that on a poll a while back. It's in the same vein. I know I put it on the same poll as Steppenwolf. It's in that similar like late '60s like psychedelic like stuff. And it's a really long song. At some point, I do want to hit it. I'm feeling your vibe, man. I want you to know. I read about the song. Am interested. Iron Butterfly sounds cool.
Go up a little bit. I want to make sure we don't miss the guy's comment because we told him.
Uncle Scruffy. Thank you, Uncle Scruffy. It's funny. He's had a lot to say in the comment, but he had no words for his super chat. That's kind of
Uncle Scruffy's awesome.
You see Daniel?
Was it Daniel? My friend Daniel, we missed your chat again.
Well,
go down again. I'm looking for it. Listen, Dan the man. My cousin's name is Daniel.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I'll do one last little scroll by. If not, send us a message on Instagram or Facebook. I'll get back to it. But sorry we didn't read it out loud. Our bad. Oh, Uncle Scruffy said I screwed up the super chat. He's like, oh no, don't get it twisted. I wanted words. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how it works. So
Brian Bell, which bands have you loved from previous streams that you want to hear deeper from? Stevie Wonder.
I think Stevie Wonder was
Stevie
one of them.
Wonder's probably the biggest one
for sure. Because we did him. We did Superstition like way back. It wasn't a deep cut live stream. It was more just like a let's do some songs live stream. But after that, like we definitely wanted to do more, and that's why we did the poll. And we're gonna do Higher Ground. Let's do that Bob Seger song that was last place in the poll. The Lucifer. Get back on the Halloween vibes.
How would you feel if we make a what would it be called? Consensus. Come to an agreement on a little bit of not that.
Oh, really?
I kind of want to do the third place.
The third place? What's the third place one? El Diablo by ZZ Top? I think you're just saying that because you want it.
You don't know that. Can we come to an agreement?
Maybe. But I feel like choosing the top voted one and the last voted one makes the most sense. In terms of like, if you're trying
I feel like
find
1 and 3 splits it.
You think so?
That's what I think. But you know,
I feel like in terms of the deep cut spirit, I feel like last place is the one. No, Marshall. I don't know how to say your last
Gorley
name. Said too many songs bands. There's so much. There's so many songs and bands. You were
but
right.
that's kind of awesome.
It's a good problem to have. A very good problem to have. Mikey said, what was that first poster you put on your bedroom wall? It was a Dark Side of the Moon tapestry. Not a poster, it was a tapestry. Big fabric.
It's
very nice.
I had a photo, like a poster that I found in the trash. It's like somebody's trash when I was little. That was a picture of Jim Morrison before I knew who Jim Morrison was.
That's cool. I got confused by his thing. I thought he meant what was the thing on the wall, like when I first started when we first did YouTube, which was like the tapestry. I don't know the first poster I had on the wall when I was like younger. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, man. I'll see you. Do you guys watch anime?
A little bit, yeah. It depends.
A little bit, not too much.
Depends on what it is. Not a ton, but enough.
I watched some anime back when I was younger. I watched Bleach all the way through, pretty much. It's like so many episodes. Someone just said C. What's a C, man? My partner's left me. I'm left alone. Just me and a glass of whiskey. Hanging out. Is it the Andy and Alex show, so Andy gets the last word? Oh. Regarding your picks from the poll, so if you want a song picked, then don't vote for it. Not that. More so just somebody said in the last live stream, where they're like, well, if on a deep cut live stream you do a straw poll, obviously the one that wins is going to be the most popular song. So then, in the spirit of deep cut live stream, it made sense to me if we did the most voted one because people spoke, but then also the least voted one because that would probably be the least big song. At least it makes sense. It is a chaotic neutral. It's very chaotic, but I think it's kind of cool. Because it's very cliche to go for the second place winner, right? Hey, Andy, where is your girl? She's definitely at home doing homework. Yeah. She's doing homework.
She's being studious.
Bunch of homework. Being studious. Yep. Say something mean about Alex while he's gone. Now's your chance. Chuck, that's not nice. And even though you didn't say anything wrong, inherently, that's not nice. And Alex walked up as he said it.
He also says stuff mean about me with me there, so it's not like he has to hide it.
Yeah, right. I need a tad more whiskey. I did what you wanted. I drank it. It's gone now. I don't know if I want the same bottle.
I gave you a different one.
That's still Evan Williams.
I know. I gave you some of the Four Roses the second time.
Oh.
So I'm giving you this back again.
Okay. That's fair. I like that.
ZZ Top, please. Curtis also wants ZZ Top. That's what I'm saying.
You're on a crusade right now. You
That's
really
what I'm
want.
saying.
You really want this, man.
I miss some ZZ, bro. Did my thing come not as pretty anymore?
Someone said my guess a bathroom break. I'm pretty sure it was.
Definitely.
He walked off and made like a charade, like he was grabbing his junk, and I was like, oh,
He has no idea what he's talking about.
He's going pee. That's right. You were called out, man. You and a glass of whiskey. That's all you ever need. It's kind of fair. I made like a joke as you left. I was like, well, it's just me now. Me and a glass of whiskey, all alone, with 800 people.
With 800 people watching. Yeah.
Everyone's saying it's ZZ Top.
People are saying ZZ Top. I'm just saying.
But here's the thing. They're saying that because it's more popular. And that goes against the spirit of Deep Cut Livestream.
It's also the third biggest one, so I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I'm down for it. I'm honestly down for it. I think I'm just heavily biased for Bob Seger. As I've listened to Night Moves, I'm so serious, at least 40 times since the video.
It's pretty good.
At least 40.
It's pretty good. Let's get a couple more questions in. Mike Carr said Evan Williams is crap. Okay, so here's the deal. Somebody sent us that Evan Williams, and they said this isn't an expensive or that good of a whiskey, but it's perfect for what it does, and I actually agree with that, where it's not meant to be like top-notch, top-shelf whiskey, but when you kind of want that bottom shelf, like regular old whiskey, does its job fine.
Birding Beer said, more reaction, less talking. Well,
It's fair.
that's kind of fair.
It's
That
fair.
is what we're here for.
So Diablo?
Yeah, fine. Let's do it. Can we do both?
Let's do another request, and if we want to go back, we can do it.
Okay. The masses are asses. That's funny.
You guys ready?
Okay, I like ZZ Top. Let's do it.
Okay.
I can mind. Love ZZ Top.
Wow.
Did you ever hear the story that happened not long ago about the man with a tan, El Diablo de Mexico? And this man played his hand, and he lived by the luck of the draw. Now and then, and again, found him stepping outside of the law. Hey, hey. And his voice he had made, let him live high on the hall till the day of the raid, when they hunted him like a dog. He was out on the run, knowing he could get by, 'cause the men killed his sin were not there to testify. Hey, hey.
Pause it.
I saw it.
Some people are saying wrong version. Is this the wrong version or no? Damn it. If it's specific, if there's like any chance that we're going to mess it up, assume we're going to mess it up and make sure we pick the right version. Is this the right version?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We're stupid college students, guys.
I see a second. We're at 1 minute 12 seconds.
Is this the right song?
It sounds like the same version to me. Maybe slightly different. I want the vocals to come in, so I want to.
Did you ever hear the story that happened not long ago?
It sounds like the same
about the
thing.
man
Is it the
with
same?
a tan,
I'm gonna go to 1 minute 12.
And this man is saying, we're not there to testify.
Let's just leave it here.
Oh, people are goofing on you. Okay. They goofed us. Oh, man.
That was cool.
The drum is so good.
Where's the bass?
He was caught, he was bound in La Casa de Calaboose. He was tried, he was found, and ready for the news. But the bring he would make, it didn't turn out so well. And the hombre, oh Diablo, bid it laugh that well.
It's so nice.
That is really cool. Those drums are phenomenal.
I'm like, is he keeping that up or is that like repeated? Oh,
Wow.
if you end on harmonics, you've got my heart.
I'm gonna have to, it's not pausing for me. There we go.
That was so nice.
That was very, very interesting.
Now I just wonder, like, did we have the right version?
I think there was a remastered version and a non-remastered version. It's pretty much
I can
the
see
same
that.
thing. There wasn't a huge difference.
Yeah. Some people are like they're pulling your leg.
Yeah, that could
The
have been
song is mesmerizing. It definitely is, dude. I was totally lost in the sauce for a second there.
great drumming. I loved his vocals. At first, I didn't love him because I love his vocals so much in other songs, so this felt a little more reserved.
This did feel more Jethro Tull style
Yeah.
than the other songs, and I think I like the other styles more in terms of his vocal, like what he's doing vocally. But I still like this. But I think I like this more because of like the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Like just the way the song was built. I thought was so nice. So
Yeah,
nice.
I thought overall, just good. Really, really good. The guitar work, I love how it was ambient because it's not something that they normally do.
Yeah, usually it's like dirty, gritty, fuzzy.
So the ambience made it very unique to me. The bass was doing the same. The drums, instead of being this big bombastic thing, they're just so tucked in and ooh, heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. If it gets blocked,
But
let us know.
the last time it said that, it didn't actually do it. They were just talking smack. Maybe the people who watch this like after the fact, it'll be blocked for them, and that's their fault because
Yeah.
they're not here. Someone just said Lucifer is 2:10, 2 minutes long. We have to do it.
I gotta say, Annie, never let Alex pressure you again. Hey, get back, Joe. How about you get back? This is a great little groove.
Yeah, let him pressure me. It's like, what?
Yeah. I'm actually down to do all 4. I want to do a couple more suggestions, but I'm having a great time. I think you guys are having a great time. You let us know. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're like, well, we're just watching this to watch this crash and burn because we hate you guys. But
Watch it crash and burn.
yeah, I thought it was great.
What do we rate it? People are rating it themselves in the comments. They're taking our jab. They're taking our jab, man. My issue is I barely remember the song.
Here's the deal.
I
I'm
was
not
so
not that
lost.
I'm dodging your question, but I'm gonna focus on Peter Q while I'm dodging your question.
Okay.
It says, "Come on, guys! I have support from Lightman and others. Mahavishnu, Meeting of the Spirits. It bangs like crazy."
If we can't pronounce it, it's probably really good. And here's the thing. So Lightmane, his name in real life is actually Scott.
Okay.
He's got me added on Facebook. Me and him have conversations from time to time.
Yeah.
I don't know how it ended up at the point where I talk to him regularly, but I kind of do. I think sometimes it just naturally ends up that way. So the fact that he's saying Lightmane and others kind of like...
He knows.
It's a little bit of a selling point because he knows good music.
Okay.
Peter Q, we will think on it. Well, I don't know if we can think on it because I'm going to forget it. We'll
Mahavishnu. Let me.
Meeting
I'm gonna
of the spirits.
listen. Peter Q, this is for you. I'm gonna pull it up. Not saying we're gonna play it.
If he says it bangs like crazy, then that's helpful.
And you know what? He's supporting the channel. I want to help him out. So Mahavishnu, Meeting of the Spirits. Oh my God, there's
Peter's funny, dude. Supporting the channel, it's so funny. He's like, there's always with Peter, love him to death. There's always strings attached,
all right.
which is fair. He's like,
Oh,
the second anything that he wants gets done, he's like, all right, here's my next war I'm gonna conjure.
That's
for
true.
this pick. It's like, I think it all started with Black Magic Woman by
So let me ask Peter. This is a jazz song, I think.
Carlos Santana.
It says jazz, the definitive performances. John McLaughlin and
How-
Mahavishnu Orchestra.
How long is it?
6 minutes 50 seconds. It's a
Decent
little.
amount of time.
It's a
we
little.
need. This is where ancient Rome comes into play. But first, I want you to rate the song. What are we rating the song?
Oh,
This is a top song.
I thought I got out of it.
I think it's an A. It could be more. So I think because I'm tipsy, it feels like more than an A. But I think like completely sober me would be like, listen, tipsy Andy.
I think
it's
B
an A.
plus. I think B plus.
You think B plus?
I think there are better ZZ Top
Well,
songs.
obviously there are, but like
I think it does a really good job, and I'm glad it is a song that
Mhm.
I've heard because
Yeah.
I can now know that they have that sauce in them.
okay,
Right? But I don't think
Okay,
I don't think it blows me out of the water in any particular realm other than
I feel the same.
it was just a good song.
I feel the same in that, but I do feel like sometimes like that's what you need, where you don't want something that's gonna blow you too far out of proportion in any direction. You just want it to kind of like cradle you in sauce and treat you nice.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like that's what it did. So A and B plus, right? Is it
Yeah,
B plus.
A and B plus.
So that's really good. I really like that.
Brad Murray says play the perfect version of my favorite song.
That sounds impossible. I love that. I love that. Play the perfect version, dude. Brad, you are such a cool guy. If I ever had a party, you would come.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Too bad he never has parties.
Right.
I
I did the one time.
had a
were you-
great time.
You
there.
were there that one time. It was so funny. So
Yeah, I
like,
was very drunk.
I was the kind of guy in high school. I was like, my foot was in the door of like several groups.
Yeah.
But it came down to where like I threw a party and there was like over 100 people there. I was like, I'm meeting 20 people here. I don't even know half of you.
Yeah.
But it was a very fun time. But the moral of the story, Brad, you would come. There was a $5 super chat right in the middle of these two, and I totally lost it because it
Go up.
expired.
You can just scroll.
Can I scroll? All right, guys. Stand by.
There we go.
Ooh, I found it.
Ford's P69. You don't know Tull well enough to call something Tull style again.
Oh, honestly, I'm gonna smack so much respect on him saying that because that's so true. We had like, I like it when we get called out like that. That's
Yeah.
a fair call out. You haven't heard Toll enough to say that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Thank you, Ford, for putting us in our place. I like that. Okay, wait. So what's the state of the machine? Where are we at right now? I lost my place. So we just rated the song, and now we are going to. It's like thumbs up,
Yo, can I
thumbs
see
down.
the thing? There was a comment that I wanted to read back a little bit.
Which one?
I don't know how to. Go down.
Go down.
Oh wait, up. Stop.
I'm going up.
I can't buy your. This is from Oregon Clementas. I can't buy your love. Too many political donations lately.
What does political donation mean?
I don't know.
Does that mean their donation is like swaying the direction of the stream? Is that what he means by political? Is it using it in that type of context?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that you don't have to buy our love. You can just love us no matter what, and we'll love you.
Yeah, we'll love you back.
Yeah.
Oregon, like you're heard, man.
Yeah,
I
you're
got
heard.
you.
You look how I look how
Especially if you add us. If you do like the @ sign Andy and Alex, we
Yeah.
will probably see your chat. There's another person I didn't see. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Bara Bajagal is only 3 minutes 18 long. It's not about the length. It's not about the length.
A little bit is. A little bit.
Oh, maybe it is a little bit. It's like a 23 minutes long. Probably.
Peter K said Zappa, Zombie Wolf Killer, Halloween song. Do it.
All right,
do it,
I
do it.
think right now here's what we do.
Okay.
We do one more poll if you guys are down for it, and the poll will be song names that we can't pronounce. So Barha, whatever that one is,
Yeah.
and then the other one Mahaja, whatever that one is.
How am I gonna spell? I can barely spell regular English words, man. I can barely spell on the regular.
Yeah, but I want to make it hard for you.
That's what she said. Okay. Hold up. Before we get too sidetracked, let me write out the poll before I forget the song titles. But I want the Bob Seger song. I'm not going to let this go.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to start reading chat.
It's 2
while you do
minutes
that.
long. They said it's 2 minutes long.
This is such a fun time. I'm having
Great time.
I'm having a great time.
Wait, so what was the song? So like the title of the band was pretty complicated, but it was a simple song name. What was it? Peter said it. What was it? It was Meeting of the Spirits. So that's the first one we're gonna put on here.
Okay.
Meeting of the. Can I spell? Yes, I can.
And Debbie Downer says Mahavishnu is how you say that.
Mahavishnu. Okay, what's the song name? Is that the song name?
No, that's like the band.
Okay, what's the song name?
Meeting of the Spirits.
I already have that.
Oh, the other one is Bara. So Bara.
Is that the song name?
Yep.
Bara. Okay.
Baj
B-A-J.
Agal.
A-G-A-L. Okay. And let's put the Frank Zappa one on here too. The Zomb Wolf. How do you spell that?
I'm not. Zomby.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, Zomby Woof.
Z-O-M-B-Y
Woof.
W-O-F. Are those two different words?
Yes.
So zombie wolf. Okay, do we need a third one or a fourth one?
Well, you said you wanted to do the other one, right? Lucifer.
Oh, we're doing that regardless. That's not on the
Oh,
poll.
fair enough.
We're just doing it.
Fair enough.
It was already on the poll, and it lost fair and square.
That's fair.
It lost fair and square. It's on a deep.
Which means it has to be picked.
We do want. I guess we don't need a fourth pick. We can
No,
do
let's do 3.
We can do 3.
Okay, so these are the 3 songs we're doing. Kiki Can says perfect Halloween song would be Werewolves of London. I think we're gonna do that on the channel as like a regular reaction.
I'm gonna do which one?
'Cause that's
with a bunch of exclamation marks, question marks, with a 3 instead of an E to
Ooh.
show that we're having fun here.
Also, somebody's been asking for Snarky Puppy, asking if we've heard it. I 100% have heard Snarky Puppy. I think I might have shown you one of their songs, but maybe not.
I've heard of Snarky Puppy for sure.
They're great. They're great. Great song. Lingus is
Okay,
a phenomenal
I'm gonna
song.
go ahead and spam this link.
Lingus by Snarky Puppy. It's a jazz thing.
Okay, guys, the chat's moving fast. Take it easy for 1 second. I'm gonna spam this link.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel so bad. The song "It's Late" by Queen. I've been seeing suggestions for that for like years now. At some point, I want to do it just because like I feel like it's wanted. And it's been at least a year since we did Queen.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. We should probably do some more.
We did do like 30 Queen songs, so like I'm not gonna feel too bad about it, but it'd be cool
Yeah.
because they helped build this kingdom a little bit. For
But yeah,
sure.
so Lingus by Steely Dan is one of the best modern jazz performances I've ever seen.
the link is there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spam it a couple more times, and then I'm gonna let you guys have breathing room. Okay, breathing room. If you don't see the poll from all that I posted, then I'm so sorry. Link didn't work. No way. Is it just him? Is it just Chewy Chewbacca Berry? Is it just that guy, or is it all you? Can you guys work at this poll? I see votes. So
I
it's
see votes as
working for
well.
some people. 404. I wonder why it's not working for some people. I'm going to call Straw Poll and be like, listen, B-words. I had 2 polls. I was in a live stream, and I relied on your service to perform the duty that we needed, and it failed for some people.
Lucy said, I'm voting against Peter Q just out of spite.
Dude, Lucy and Peter Q have had the biggest thing because Lucy loves The Who, right?
Yeah.
And Peter's like, enough of The Who. The Who is whatever.
Yeah.
And it's been this whole thing for
Dude,
at least a year.
honestly,
It's so
honestly,
fun.
I love it. You guys are 2 of our favorites. Just so you know. I don't know who we're voting for of the 2 of you, but we do love you both.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy.
Refresh results.
I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna copy the link one more time and paste it a couple more times, in case a couple.
Oh, somebody said didn't work, but I got it on a third try.
Yeah,
so
somebody said it didn't work the first time. Third try. I literally just repeated what you said, but it's okay.
It's all good. Same.
So
same words
try
twice.
try more than once if it doesn't work.
Link work.
Sometimes you gave out the wrong link. Oh, I wonder, guys, if I'm copying and pasting too fast, if I'm adding an extra V in there, 'cause I'm just doing like Control V.
Oh.
So I wonder if I'm adding a V in there sometimes. So if one doesn't work, try a different one.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so inconsistent. Sorry. I'm gonna refresh.
Definitely getting some votes. It looks like Zombie Wolf is winning.
Frank
Unexpected.
Unexpected.
If you want your song to win, the go back to it. The
Yep.
difference in votes. The difference in votes here from bottom place to first place is 27 votes.
Yeah.
That's the biggest disparity.
That's so true because there's definitely 777 people in here, and there's only
152 total votes. And
yeah.
and
So
the
this
difference
could change.
This could change quick. So if you want Zombie Wolf, Barabaja, whatever, or Meeting of the Spirits, it's like not a big difference. So if you click on it, like your voice 100% more than the actual election in this country might actually be more of a difference.
Someone said, "Fucking Andy." I don't know what that means, but I actually really like the energy. I think that's cool. I can tell his heart was in the right place.
Yeah. Somebody said the real question is what song is coming in third.
What song's coming? Dude, this is so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna spam the link very carefully one more time, and then we're gonna do the Bob Seger song because I want it so bad, and then we're gonna come back and then reference that straw poll. Does that sound fair, everybody?
I think it sounds fair. So vote. Your vote could make a difference. It could very easily sway this election.
Radiohead Creep. We've definitely heard that song. At least I have.
I'm a creep.
Yeah,
I'm
that one.
a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
Most didn't vote
Good
last
song.
time either.
Good song.
I know. That's why we're telling you to vote. We're like
yeah,
every
and
other
it's like
person.
that. It's like that in America too. It's like you have like 30% vote. Fair enough. People are like, I'm too lazy,
That's fair.
but then I'm going to complain after.
Also fair. Also sounds like me.
Very, very funny. Not a deep cut, but could you do this? It's like, I mean,
Cosmic Debris by
but when the song name is that good,
That's
it's definitely
really
like that sticks in my mind. Cosmic Debris, dude. There's this one guy on Patreon. He sends like a message. I want to say at least 1 or 2 messages every week, decent length, just about Zappa.
Really?
That's it. Trying to sell it so hard.
We should do some Zappa soon.
I know. I feel like and every time I feel like now I know so much more about Zappa than the average Zappa listener, and that's weird. That's really
Because
weird.
you haven't heard that much of it either.
Because I sit there, I read the whole message.
Yeah.
It's like 3 paragraphs. I read it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, why you dressed like a hillbilly? Oh,
I mean,
honestly-
I don't know why you say, "Oh, this is very clearly exactly what that is."
yeah. I'm just trying to like instigate drama.
There's no drama. There can be no drama. I'm too.
Terry's kind of feisty.
I'm
man.
having
I don't
too
know- I
much
don't
of a
know.
good time, Terry. You could not ruin my vibe if you tried.
Bodhisattva. It's so funny.
Bodhisattva.
Dude, I want you to hear that song eventually. It's such a good song. I went against ANA Code, and somebody sent me a message on Instagram.
This is a while ago.
A way while ago, and they're like, "Hey guys, listen to Bodhisattva by Steely Dan." I was like, "That sounds like a deep cut. I'm gonna listen to it on my own time."
Yeah, yeah.
I listened to it. It was very, very good. Like it starts off sounding like a great song for like a ballroom dance, like a
Yeah.
waltz almost. Like, oh, we're all dancing, having a good time. But then there's so much sauce,
Yeah.
so much like solo-y sauce.
All
Okay,
right, let's see these results. Refresh them.
people still want.
Oh man,
the
yeah. Zombie Wolf kind of took a command
okay,
lead.
okay. Let's do the Bob Seger, and then let's do that.
Okay, so Bob Seger first.
Yes. yes.
Lucifer's a song.
Yeah, Lucifer. Alex has won the overalls for vids before.
Yeah, I've
said
done it one at a
Justin.
time.
That's true. I've seen him wear overalls at least twice on camera.
Ooh, this is not coming up.
Which one?
Bob Seger.
The Lucifer?
Yeah.
If not, we can probably get it off YouTube. That means it's a real deep cut if you can't find it on Spotify.
I literally can't, I can't find it.
If you can't find it, then that means we probably found some gold, boy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what that means.
Literally not pulling up.
So first, let's see, because we usually stream audio through Spotify, but we're going to try it through YouTube, and just let us know real quick if it even works. So do you want to do like a test song, or do you just want to go for it and see if
Just
it
go
works?
for it.
Okay.
If it goes for it, it goes for it.
Lucifer, I can't spell, but y'all already knew that. Lucifer.
Bob Seger. Yeah, I mean it's pulling up there. Pulling up there.
Well, YouTube has it all. Yeah, this looks like a deep cut.
Very deep.
2
cut.
minutes 21 seconds. So it is the right one. That's
Okay.
like a.
All right, so we're gonna click on it. You tell us if you can hear the.
Yeah.
Can you hear this?
Cruising on the grassland till my dying day. Checking out the hill houses all along the way.
Let us know if you hear this.
Wasting time and drinking wine. Got me short night and life. Living all I can do every day. You can call me Lucifer if you think you should. I know how.
Jeannie says I like drunk Alex. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's because I'm awesome.
Every night I'm warehouse till the mood in love. Shouting blues and paying dues and rolling with my dough. Women give me love and shove. Probably won't end up with nothing, but at least I'll reap the seeds I sow. Lord, you can call me Lucifer if you think you should. I know how.
Wow, this is great. Like trying so hard. Oh man, dude! Oh my god!
I would have loved so much to see Bob Seger live, dude.
Wow. Oh, we gotta pause this 'cause-
It's like
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
Dude.
that was really good.
I would have killed to be in the 70s and see Bob Seger before he got famous.
That'd be pretty nice.
Playing deep cuts. God, his voice is so
Somebody
good.
said that's a deep cut. All right, it definitely was. It couldn't even find it on
I literally
Spotify.
think it's because the song title is Lucifer.
Such a good
People
song,
in the
too.
Midwest, US were like, honestly, he's going too far.
Yeah.
A little too far.
Wow. Nancy Ives says drunk Alex and Andy are both adorable.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I don't think we're drunk. but
Definitely tipsy. You
Definitely
don't-
tipsy.
Like,
But it's cool. It's a Saturday. It's Halloween.
yeah.
It's Halloween, my friends.
It's like, so what if we were?
We're legal adults.
Yeah.
Wow, that was so fun.
Oh my god.
That was so enjoyable. Every part of that was enjoyable. It
Only
was just
2
high
minutes.
energy.
The thing is, mature enough to not overstay his welcome either.
Yeah.
Like, literally,
Yeah.
like.
And still grow the song with his voice. He used his voice to grow the song versus
And there
like
was a
instrumentation.
point where you heard like the keyboard going like, "Wah, nah." It's like
Yeah.
trying just like I'm making noise now. I'm
Yeah.
making noise, and
Yeah.
it's like very cool. And
Wow.
also like just like the riff rhythm, like the chord changes of like the main ish was very cool. But I would forget about it because I'd be so caught up in Bob Seger's voice. But then when it would kind of calm down for a second enough for me to like acknowledge musically what's happening, I'd be like, oh, this is very cool also.
Yeah.
So
No, that's awesome. Wow. All right, what are we rating it?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
A Bob Seger deep cut banger. I just feel like we have to we're tipsy. We have to really sit back for a second and analyze.
We did get lost in the sauce. This is definitely the equivalent of you at a bar, a little drunk, and you're flirting with somebody. Maybe it's not up your alley in the right way.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of Lola here.
I was just about to say that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but we have to really think about our rating system here. I want to say this is an A. I think if you're seeing him play it live, like you're in the Midwest United States, and you're watching him play it live back in the day, I think easy A plus. But I think like as it stands right now, going back to it, I think it's a good A.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Ask
that
me
I
a
think
question.
we'll either verify that or we'll not verify that.
Okay.
What would you rate this if this was CCR?
Oh, dude, probably A+.
I think it's an A+ song.
Oh, dude, that was so good. That's so crazy. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know why like that sparked that, but that kind of makes sense, dude.
Because I was listening to it, and as soon as it ended, I was like, "Wow, this feels like a CCR cut."
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I think A+.
Wow. Someone's saying it's a Bob Seger B+. And I think that only speaks like highly of like just his like repository.
I think that's fair.
In terms of all Bob Seger's work, that's probably true. But in terms of like tipsy Andy and Alex sitting in like nice brown leather chairs
In a Freedom
A+.
Shack? Yeah.
Everyone's saying get out of Denver, Seger. Now I'm pretty sure. Here's the thing with that song. I've seen a lot of people ask for it. I'm pretty sure it's not a deep cut. I'm pretty sure it's a song that you guys want us to do in general. So I think that's the deal on that. A tipsy A. That's funny.
All right.
Oh my God, that was so cool. Okay. Whew.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. So the next one. So we're doing what's the other one?
We are doing
Spooky.
zombie wolf.
Zombie
Spooky.
Wolf.
Oh, Alex is tipsy.
Hey.
Little tipsy Alex.
All right. Zombie Wolf. There's two. I'm seeing.
Let's take our time and get this right.
I'm seeing two album covers
we
here.
want no.
I'm seeing a
discrepancy.
big blue or purple one, and then I'm also seeing some woods one. I think it's a big blue or purple one. All right, is it Zappa, the best band you've never heard in your life? Is it this big blue purple one? You let me know.
We want the right version. We want no more mishaps. If I see wrong version in the comment, I'm gonna freak out. So let's make sure we do this right.
Now 769 people are all gonna be like, wrong version.
Overnight Sensation in all caps is what somebody's saying. The one from Overnight Sensation.
Overnight Sensation.
Someone's like, what the F is a wolf? Honestly, it's what dogs do. Like, are you new? Dogs go wolf. And zombies can too. And it's Halloween, and that's why it's possible. I did see Mike Carr saying, no! I don't know what that's referring to, but I feel the energy. Someone's saying no.
Okay.
Overnight Sensation version. I'm seeing a lot of people say that that's it.
All right.
Are the people saying no? Are you just saying no because you don't like the song? Or are you saying no because it's the wrong version? I see a lot of people saying Overnight Sensation. Maybe people are not wanting that version, and they just like the other version more.
I don't think
who's the one who originally wanted it?
I think you're reading too much into it. I don't think they're trying to meta us that hard.
I think people are just trying to.
They're not trying to big brain us that hard. Overnight Sensation.
Someone said spell overnight right. That's funny.
Overnight Sensation. Zombie Wolf. Found it. I have found the song. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my friends. My loved ones.
If I see wrong version, I'm just gonna ignore it this time.
I promise he's not going to, because I know him, so it's still gonna bother him tremendously.
You're so right. Oh my goodness.
I stretched myself out on my antique bed, and my spirit did a midnight creep.
That's kind of cool.
You know I'll never sleep no more. It seemed to me that it just ain't wise. Did you ever wake up in the morning with a zombie wolf behind your eyes? Just about as evil as you could be.
What is happening? I need a light vest. clavichord.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. That was a lot to do. There's a lot to take in.
That was a lot.
This feels like your crazy uncle when you're 12 at Thanksgiving trying to explain like the turmoil in the Middle East to you, and you're just like, sure.
Dude, that was such a great explanation.
Yeah.
I like that analogy a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's because I've been there, done that for both of those situations.
Dude, this dude Dylan with 2 L's said, I'm going to chew my knees off. What the F, dude?
There's some guy who is like,
What the F you talking about? Listen, I get the song is acid, but what are you on right now? I'm going to chew my knees off?
there was somebody who was like, he was like, Zappa's a genius. I just don't get any of it. And I was like,
I saw that. I felt
fair.
that. He was
Like,
like,
that's fair.
this guy is such a genius. I don't know what's going on right now. I think it's very fair. No, I do feel like this is so much more avant-garde than any general music listener is prepared for. And I understand it. If someone's like, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I hate Zappa. I'm like, listen,
I get it.
I get where you're coming from.
I definitely get it.
I understand. Someone's like, please make it stop. It's killing me.
Yeah, it's definitely divisive.
Very divisive.
Which
I do get it.
Which is weird, dude. Here's the deal. Somebody said it's okay to say it's terrible. I don't think it was terrible at all.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Incredibly jazzy, very different. What I think is there's actually a pop song in the middle of this.
Yeah.
I really do think that.
Because it was so funny because for a large portion of the beginning and end, it came across at least that things weren't lining up and even instruments weren't lining up with each other.
Yeah.
But then you do have that giant region where it's like, oh no, this is a banger right in the middle of it.
And also like the last minute, like there's like a 30-second portion before the last 30 seconds. It's like the penultimate last 30 seconds where he is talking about being naked on a roof, and it is so catchy. Like it is written very catchy. And I think he's a great songwriter who is just like, I hate pop music, so what I'm going to do is I happen to be a good writer, so I'm going to write something that is going to be really catchy, but I'm going to make it obscured by all this nonsense. And not nonsense in a bad way, but it is like a lot of like jazzy, like
so much going on to where if you're not just listening to the most standard music that's on the radio, it seems extremely out there, which it is.
Somebody said my dog liked it.
I do get why people frame him more so as a composer than like an artist.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Someone said, I think you owe us some Dead Man's Party after the Zappa LOL.
Adrian.
Zombie Stomp by Ozzy Osbourne. And yeah, the thing is, I do get why a lot of people wouldn't enjoy it, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like it. I enjoyed that a lot, actually. There were moments in that song that like I enjoyed a lot more than a lot of the stuff we've listened to today. I feel like there was a lot in there I actually really enjoyed. Now, I do feel that like almost like the anti-commercial feel of the song, but overall, like that was really cool. Especially the guitar work.
Yeah.
I always heard that Frank Zappa does any guitar work you hear in his songs, the common denominator is he is the one playing the guitar.
Oh, is he really?
And I think that's super cool.
That is really cool.
Yep. Zappa made the kind of music he wanted to make. I think that's very cool. Yeah, I read that he literally, like Zappa himself said, yeah, my music is not meant to be sold to freaking borderline anybody. I just love music. I'm going to keep making it and touring. And so the way he stayed afloat was making like 60 plus albums and touring constantly.
Funny story, true story. I met Zappa's music attorney. He was one of the people that recognized me.
Really?
Yeah, I think I told you. It was one day I was getting breakfast for Andy, and I happened to be getting at this breakfast at this place to go. And it was before a recording session, and the guy, I was sitting there and we were kind of talking because we were both waiting for food, and he was like, "You look really familiar. Are you doing anything? Like you all like out there anywhere?" I was like, "Oh, you might. I don't know. Like you might be known for this." He was like, "Do you do reactions?" And I was like, "I do." He was like, "You Andy? Are you Alex from Andy and Alex?" I was like, "I am." He was like, "That's awesome." We started talking more, and yeah, he is Zappa's music attorney.
That's very cool.
So very awesome. If you were in these comments, I don't know if you are, but I have his number. We've called a couple times on the phone.
That's
super
very
awesome
that's
guy.
very cool, dude.
Yeah. So Zap is
very
music
cool.
attorney.
But yeah. So what do we rate that, dude? I just feel like I don't have the credibility to rate Zap.
It's just so different because the problem is it's somebody's F and it's somebody's S.
Dude, that's so
So
true.
it's like, how do we do this? It's not like a normal song. Like if I was doing
Alex 2020, somebody's F, somebody's S. Oh,
It's true.
that's good. That's good. It's good.
yeah, I don't know. I
Oh my
personally, I think we just go
goodness.
personal. Personally, I think it's an A.
Yep, same.
I think it's an A. I think it's a really cool song, but a very specific song. Like you cannot. I will not play this very often, but when I play it, I'll enjoy the shit out of it.
I think it's very.
I'll probably play
I think
this
it's
with
very true.
you more than anybody else.
Yeah,
But
I think it makes sense. All right. Oh, coolness. Zappa would not want a rating. That makes sense.
yeah,
I feel like he's like, I don't give a crap what you think.
he also wouldn't care at all about us. He'd be like,
he'd be like,
"Who the fuck are you?"
okay, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, you know the major scale? That's cool. He's like, that's great.
He's like, "That's the only one I
He's
don't
like,
use."
you Western music junkies, you don't know anything.
Kat,
Fair enough.
Kat says, "Alex, it's a great story. You belong in Los Angeles, dude." I think LA is really nice. I've been there once. It was very nice there. Very nice.
Yep.
Felt a lot like Florida, but with mountains.
We're going to do some more songs, but right before that, just the same way you had a week break, I'm going to be right back.
All right, guys.
You
Well, you
can-
asked me some questions and say some bad stuff about
You
Andy
can-
while he's gone.
You can entertain the people.
Lucy said, "If I spotted, oh, can you hand me the remote or the thing? Either of you in real life, I would straight up do a teeny scream. You're allowed to do that." I said the remote, like this isn't a computer mouse. All right, let's get some more questions in here. All right, now we're alone. He's gone. I'll lock the door so he can't get back in. Guys, let's talk about Andy. Said Mona DN Rock. Mona D Knock 841. Let's see here. Elvis Costello. Mahavishnu. Peter Q. I will try to fight for you for that. Guaranteed S tier. That's pretty high praise. It's pretty high praise. We're having a great time. I don't see us stopping this in like, at least for right now. When are you guys going back to the band? I'm not sure. This is from Sean River 316. Andy and Alex, would you rather lose the ability to talk or the ability to read? Easily the ability to read. Maybe it's not easy for everybody, but definitely would rather talk. I talk a lot. Kiki Can, Andy and Alex, what's the plan after the show? I think we are going to probably grab lunch because I'm pretty hungry. I haven't eaten today. And like he woke me up with coffee and whiskey, which is not the way to settle your stomach. And then I'm not sure. Probably a little more recording. Let's see what else is here. Lucy said, Andy and Alex, I think she means for Alex, what's the most surprising thing about Andy? Well, one, I can't share live. And two, I think the non-private one is I think some people think he's a little nerdy. And to me, he is one of the most, like, he is very much an alpha person, and I don't think people expect that, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's mean to say. I don't think it's mean to say.
I don't think so.
I think you're very reserved, but you don't take any bullshit. Like he was talking about it, a professor he had today, where I guess this professor, like they're probably the best project that they have in the whole
Senior
class.
project.
Yeah, the best one, and he tore them apart. Not tore them apart, but like was very critical. Not because of their work, but just like very minute details that like there's no reason to focus that hard on. And everybody else, he was like, I don't know how everybody else would do, considering we probably have the most done in the entire class. And he was like, but it didn't really matter to me. Like he was very aggressive, but I can take that. I'll dish it back. And I don't think people usually get the vibe from you that you dish it back that hard. But definitely, there's not. Like, sometimes I've seen it in comments like, oh, Alex bullies Andy. 100% no. 100%. If I give you anything, you'll be like, that's not how this works. And I think it's fair.
I think we're both, like, very equally, like alpha E / like aggressive in the right ways in terms of, like, where we work things out very well.
Yeah. There's definitely not a time where I feel like I overpower him, or if anything, I feel like sometimes he can overpower me.
Someone
But,
said Andy will be a good manager.
I think he would be a phenomenal
I
manager.
appreciate that. The,
Yeah.
the plan is to like really dive into computer engineering, take my degree, get a job, lead some people to do the stuff.
Somebody said Adam is not nerdy. He'll be a billionaire one day. Well, I hope you mean Andy. I also hope you mean Adam.
Adam's a great dude.
James says, what songs do you listen to most from the channel? What surprises have become your faves? Peg, huge one that we listened to a
It
bunch.
was so funny. Like the very first time we like, when I said the first time, the first 5 seconds of the song,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
It reminded me of The Little Mermaid, man.
Yeah.
A little bit like the one big song, and I was very turned off for the first 5 seconds. But the second it settled into the groove with the little guitar palm muting, little
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm
great.
sold. And now it's like whenever I shower, it's there.
Yeah, that's facts. Oh man.
Also, Sultans of Swing. We had some smack talk on that song when we first listened to it, because like during the solo section, which you guys need to understand, we noted that, or like I think the key word that bothered people was the word sloppy, right? And that word came from the fact that of the solo in Sultans of Swing, he missed at least 10 to 15% of the notes in the one main acoustic solo, or like the solo on Fender, it's like clean tone finger picking. Either way, he missed some notes, and so we coined the word sloppy with it, and people got very upset.
Yeah.
But I've come to understand it and feel like, honestly, if it was 100% clean, I don't think I would have liked it as much as if it did have those imperfections to where I really get the feel of the song. But I think Sultans of Swing, at least for me, grew on me so much over like months after listening to it.
Yeah. Pleasant Valley Picker, California says, Andy reminds me of my best friend. Definitely nerdy. LOL. I'm more like Alex. My friend passed away years ago from a heart attack.
Damn.
Wow, that's so sad. Enjoy every day of your friendship, guys. Very sweet
100%.
comment. Definitely made me very sad. My condolences.
Don't be sad. Be happy. That was like a happy comment ultimately. She's saying to treasure the friendship.
I'm definitely going to treasure it, but I hope one of us doesn't die from a heart attack.
One of us will die first.
That's very true.
What do you think would be optimal if one of us had to die first?
Optimal? I think you'd... I think you'd like me to die first. I think I should probably die first. I think you
so?
could deal with it easier, yeah.
You think I could deal with it?
Yeah, I think your existential like outlook would just be like, it's life.
I had a good time with Alex. He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's so good.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Any more comments before we go to the next one? What's your least favorite song from the channel? I don't know, whatever one we rated the least.
It was probably definitely the Nightwish song that we did. And honestly, I look back and I do think we were honestly very ignorant when we listened to it. But I still think that probably was the least liked song.
Yeah.
I just think we were very ignorant in our approach to commentating on it. But I still think that probably was the least liked song.
Andy, at what Andy, at what point did you decide to bring Alex on board in the channel?
I was doing it solo. I was having a very great time. Met Alex at USF. We became friends. I knew he was in a band. And the thing is, when he showed me his music, usually your friend's band is like the shittiest thing ever. You're like, oh, I get why you're not big, you know? His music was very good. So that was a huge stick out. We became very good friends. And I respected his musical opinions on things a lot. And he was showing me a lot of cool music that I haven't heard at the time. I was like, honestly, let me bring him on to do some Queen stuff, because I was doing a lot of Queen at the time. And we did Queen at Live Aid, and we did Queen number 39 was his first appearance. And everybody liked him. I loved having him. I thought he added a lot to what we had going on. And I was like, honestly, let's just bring him on. So,
I definitely want to amend that story. We met before you started the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said we met. Like I was doing it solo, and then we met.
No, we met before.
Because we used to talk about when he started it. He was telling me he had the idea of it, and we used to play Pokemon Go when that was a thing, and drive around. What was it called? What was the place?
Winter something. No.
It definitely starts with a W.
I forgot what it's called, though.
Anyway, there's this little plaza out in Riverview that we used to drive around and catch Pokemon, and we'd talk late at night about how he wanted to do it.
Yep, from literally like at 200 subscribers, me and him are having like multi-hour long conversations over like, oh, I want to do this, want to do that. And
optimization
he
of
was there
things.
since the very, very beginning, but he joined along around, I think, the 1,000 sub mark. Right around that point, I think, is when you joined along.
It's
very
pretty much
shortly after.
It was pretty much the same thing that like I'll send him music and ask him his opinion. He was pretty much like, here's my ideas, can I get your opinion?
Yeah.
It was very much like like as a friend, how can I, like, let me get your idea. Why no Focus? We've done a Focus song already.
We did Focus, Hocus Pocus live for 20K drunk reaction.
That's what we did.
Enjoy. Okay, we did Zappa. Let's get another thing.
Let's do from Instagram. Let's do another one from Instagram.
Let's see. People are calling me. I am busy. I only grabbed one from Instagram, so actually I'm just going to kind of scroll and pick one out.
Fair enough.
That sounds cool.
Lucy said, if you still play Pokemon Go, put your trainer number. I'm level 39 and trying to level up. Lucy, I 100% will play Pokemon Go with you. I just try to get back into it. I haven't played it in a hot minute, but hit me up on Instagram. I'll give it that to you. Surely you guys know John McLaughlin is the best electric guitarist who ever lived, and Billy Cobham is the best drummer, both in Mahavishnu. Peter, we promise Mahavishnu is definitely on the menu at some point, especially since Lightmane vouched for it. I don't know if we'll do it this stream, but we will likely do it in a future one. Go ahead and comment that on like the next deep cut live stream, and we'll probably put it there.
Okay, found a thing I am slightly intrigued by. This person said, deep cut. I know blues songs don't get as many views, but my all-time favorite blues song is Muddy Waters by Manish Boy off the Hard Again album. You might have heard it in several Martin Scorsese movies. Goodfellas. Guitar by Johnny Winter. Harp by James Cotton. Absolute best. All caps. That seems interesting to me. So, I think I'm interested in that. Song is called Muddy Waters, Manish Boy.
Muddy Waters. Ooh, Muddy Waters is old.
Check what year this is from. I'm curious, man.
Probably like the 40s, maybe even earlier. Muddy Waters. Manish Boy, that's his biggest song. 41 million plays. All right, let's see. This is from that album.
So it's not a deep cut.
I mean, it's deep that he's from the 50s and 60s, I think. Let's look it up. The year of Manish Boy. $1955. This is the oldest song Andy and Alex have ever done. Manish Boy by Muddy Waters. All right.
Didn't we just go for it?
I think we go for it.
Okay, guys. Has a lot of listens. This song is not, I guess, quote unquote, a deep cut, but
it's fair. I think this is our first voyeur into deep blues. This potentially, if it's good enough, we'll put it on the channel as a regular thing. But I think this is a great. There's a song by somebody, Smokestack Lightning, another old blues artist. I don't remember who, but I went through a little bit of a blues phase, like early blues. I remember listening to Smokestack Lightning. Incredible. My thoughts on these early blues artists are that it's some of the most passionate music I've ever heard in my life.
Really?
It's incredible, yeah. So I don't know Manish Boy, but we'll listen to it right now.
Let's do it, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
1955.
Everything gonna be all right this morning.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, what?
Now, when I was a young boy,
Oh, my goodness.
at the age of 5, my mother said I was gonna be the greatest man alive. But now I'm a man. Way
the
past
background
21. I want you to believe me, baby. I have lots of fun. I'm a man.
Oh my God.
Spell him H-I-N. That rubber plant man. No B. Oh, child. Why? That mean Manish Boy. I'm a man. I'm a full-grown man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a natural born lover's man. I'm a man. rolling stone. I'm a man. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Sitting on the outside. Just me and my mate. You know I made the moon, honey. Come up 2 hours late. Wasn't that a man? I spelled him A-child. And that rubber than man. No me. Whoa, child. Why? That mean manish boy. Man. I'm a full-grown man. Man. I'm a natural-born lover's man. Man. I'm a rolling stone. Man, child. I'm a hoochie coochie man. The line I shoot, and will never miss. When I make love to a woman, she can't resist. I think I go down to old Kansas stew. I'm gonna bring back my second cousin. That's little John the Conqueror. All you little girls sitting out that line. I can make love to you, woman, in 5 minutes time. Ain't that a man?
Ain't that a man?
I spelled him A-child. And that rubber then I'm grown. No be. Oh, child. Why? That mean manish boy. Man. I'm a full-grown man. Man. I'm a natural-born lover's man. Man. I'm a rolling stone. I'm a man child. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Well, 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 well. Hey. Hurry. 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 Don't hurt me, child. Don't hurt me, child. Well, 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 well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that was phenomenal. Clearly, that wasn't a recording from 55 because that was too high quality of a recording. But the song, I guess, was written in 55. Incredible.
It just feels like the roots of it all, man. A little bit. And in terms of like what became like modern rock and roll in regard to like the 70s.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like the pinnacle of 70s started here.
It feels like people now, and I saw a comment that said this is where the Rolling Stones got their name from because there's a line there that had Rolling Stone.
I saw that too.
So that's amazing. I think these like Delta blues artists were so influential, so cool. And maybe he's not Delta blues, but I mean Delta blues, like I guess 1920s to like 1950s, like that sort of like blues era. Some of the greatest like songwriters in purely an emotional standpoint. Now I haven't heard that much. Somebody said Howlin' Wolf, Smokestack Lightning was the song. It like is incredible in the same way where it's just so much passion, so much bombacity. If that's a word, don't know if it is, but it fits here.
I think so.
The vocals are so powerful, so strong. The lyrics in this, I think, are great considering the era.
Yep.
Great.
I see some people say in the comments like, yeah, it is a bit repetitive though. It's like fair enough, but like you have to kind of like see past that and see what it really is like doing here.
This is from 55.
I feel like a little bit.
This is from 55. So a song from 55, not gonna have the same like song writing as later on in the time, and it's also, this is kind of what blues is kind of drawn out a little longer. But even that being said, it didn't feel tiring to me at all. I even loved the guy yelling in the background.
Yeah.
I thought that made the song
It was so
even
funny.
better.
By the halfway point, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I love the yelling in the background, but I wish they used it more sparingly so that would have more impact on me.
Mm-hmm.
But then by the end, I was happy that it was there the whole time. So it was a very weird progression.
I noticed it a ton in the beginning, and then I stopped noticing it, and then I realized I noticed it again. But I don't think it ever went away, but it was just like you kind of get used to it, and at the end it goes a little harder, and you're like, man, it's so good. So, incredible. What are we rating it?
I mean, I think when we're rating a song like this, we do have to consider its influence on the genre.
It's true.
A little bit. I
think this is an S.
I think it's an S too. I can see how somebody bringing this song into 2020 is like, listen, the song is an S. I'm like, if you released it right now, no. But if you trace back to where it came from, I think it has to be an S.
I think this started so many rockers' careers, and so I bet so many like British rock people who really shaped rock and roll for a long time. I'm sure they listened to this and they were like, "Oh my god, I want to be like that."
I can take this and run with it.
Yeah. So I think it's an S tier.
I think it's S, man.
This song I'm definitely gonna try to clip this out, and I want to put it on the channel. I think this is a great standalone video.
I think so too.
So, anyways, that being said, phenomenal song.
Jesus. It's like people are like, "There's only one chord. There's no chord changes. It's one chord." It's like,
he made that chord change work, or that one chord
like,
work.
I know.
Yeah. Imagine if he used two. So real fast, Chewbacca Booberry sent something. I did see your comment. I didn't want to get to it until we finished this. He said either King Crimson, The Letters, or Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses. Gents, the audience can decide. And then he commented again. He was like, "Don't maybe comment again. I don't have that much money." But
we read it.
Yeah, we read it.
You're like, he's now a Mario.
Yeah, I saved it. I just didn't want to. It was just an amazing thing, so I wanted to go through the song first.
But so I think S, man.
Wow. Dude, yeah, that was awesome.
It's where a lot came from. It's insane to hear it, man. It's insane, vocally too.
Yeah, just incredible.
Goodness.
Just incredible.
So awesome. UFO Rock Bottom. We did that like a year ago.
Yeah.
Enjoy, my friend.
King Crimson. Yeah. So as far as King Crimson goes, they'll block us, so we definitely can't do it.
I think we have like at least 4 King Crimson reactions on Patreon. I think at least 4. It might be 3.
We might do more though. We definitely are gonna do more at some point.
Yeah. If we do more, it'll probably be an album. I'm tired of hearing their singles.
Yeah. Oh man, somebody said Zerb Zlurb again to music said the stream is great fun. I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Trying to provide some Halloween entertainment. You guys can't trick or treat anymore, right?
All right, so Mike Carsey is gonna run some errands. He's gonna do some stuff, and he had a song suggestion. I want you to take this. I want you to look for comments. I want to play some Guns N' Roses because somebody requested it earlier, and I would like to play a little bit of it.
Okay.
While we take some suggestions before.
So that was our Instagram suggestion. I pulled on the spot.
Which again, follow us on Instagram because that's where we pick these suggestions from.
Some people are like, "What's Instagram?" It's like, I hear you.
You can Google it.
I hear you.
They're like, "What's Google?" Like, how'd you find us?
Someone said F Sticks. Man, you know what? Sticks had some good fun. I haven't heard a lot of their songs, but I heard a couple and I enjoyed them. Don't be like that. Don't run it like that.
I'm trying to see.
I really need a smoke. Said Mr. Dead Stew. Honestly, I think you're on the right track. Now, where does that comment lead you is the question. Does it lead you on a crusade for what you need? Let us know.
Sick of this life.
Sick of this life.
Not that you care.
It's a good one.
Yeah, every rockstar ever. Hate my life.
I'm not the only one
With whom these feelings I share. Ooh, Paradise City's really good, but I'm sure he's heard it.
Nobody
Definitely heard it.
Yeah.
understands quite why we're here.
Yeah, we've done Guns N' Roses. I've heard they're big blockers, but we haven't had it blocked yet, so we'll see.
Never appear.
Yeah, so ask us some questions while we listen to this. Let's connect.
Yeah, this is a little bit like background music-y,
Yeah.
but like while we're chilling for a second to regain our composure.
Yeah.
That we're all going through.
And
Dude,
I'm
it's
pretty
so nice.
Yeah, so tag us at Andy and Alex if you want to ask us questions. You can ask us anything, and we will answer not everything.
I'm naked under my clothes. Perfect timing bathroom break for me.
Sasquatch Incognito said $5. You guys
Thank
are
you.
amazing. Thank you very much.
Steve said, with that being said, everybody drink.
Everybody take a drink with us, yeah. Let's see here. Peter Q, do you know Muddy Waters won millions in lawsuits against Led Zeppelin? I did not know that.
I believe it. No
I believe
offense to Led Zeppelin, but I believe it. Tim said, will you continue this after you graduate? Yeah, we will. There's no reason we can't have multiple things going on unless we just are not good at time management, which we're only getting better from here.
Salvador Romeo Jr. says, do you think Axl's a good singer? I think he is a unique singer. I think he is one of... You can hate on me from this. I think he's one of the coolest voices in rock and roll. Very unique.
I mean, the thing is, if somebody says that he's not a good singer, it's like, you have not done karaoke. It's much harder than it looks to sing, for one. For two, you have to consider the energy he brings to the songs he does.
Hard to sing that. Yeah. So
It's
yeah.
like, can you do that? You probably can't. And not that just because he can do something you can't makes him good, but like,
Yeah.
I think he really redefined what rock's role was in the 80s.
Kat said, maybe you two could do karaoke live. I'd love to hear your voices.
That'd be
Ooh,
fun.
That'd be fun. We'd love to do that. And Baron of Grey Matter, I'm half a bottle of whiskey in, and if you don't play ABBA, I will be very depressed. I have only heard of ABBA from people. I've never heard any of their songs.
I've only heard of ABBA from my girlfriend. I don't think I've ever heard any ABBA songs, but she mentioned it's like a band where it's like, you might not know the songs, but when you hear it, you'll know it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But ABBA is apparently very huge.
So then we might just... So Baron, hey, listen, we love you very much. We'll probably just do that on the regular channel then, if it's that big. Go up a little bit. Somebody asked, what are your favorite Halloween costumes growing up? Do you have one? Because I do.
I think when I was young, I had a very good time being Spider-Man.
I had years where I was a ninja.
Really?
Every year for like 5 years, to the point my mom was like, you need to not be that every year. And I was like, but I like it.
I feel like at this point, if I were to go to like a Halloween party, I'd literally be the guy to be like either like a doctor or like a pilot to a plane or something. One of those guys where it's like, oh, he's dressed nice, but he looks good.
Yeah.
I'd go for like one of those, or like a doctor type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'd go for nowadays. But growing up, definitely I was Spider-Man, dude.
That's pretty lit.
I was a killer Spider-Man.
Yeah. And they said A&A karaoke live stream. That'd be awesome. When the world's not over, we can definitely do that. Oh, okay. Oh.
ABBA is disco. We'll pay you to not do it. Well, good thing we don't take payments for suggestions or payments for not suggestions, I guess.
Jeff K said, I
ABBA's
just want to
disco.
thank you for playing Muddy Waters. That was my IG suggestion. Oh, look, we did another IG
Oh,
suggestion.
that's awesome. Yep, that's I literally on the spot picked it from Instagram.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Here, I didn't get to finish reading. You mind? I just want to make sure
Like
that.
this?
No, the
or
other one, yeah.
This?
That was my IG suggestion. Journey, Dixie
Oh.
Highway, off captured, deep cut for HOF band. Okay, that'd be cool. Maybe
Awesome.
next.
I'm glad I got to hit your pick, man. That's very awesome. So you guys, if you go to Instagram and pick the songs, like sometimes you'll get picked.
Yeah. Jessica Hirsch, try a quick one while he's away from Rock and Roll Circus. Give you a 5 because you deserve it. Great way to spend the day. Thanks for all you do. Jessica, you're awesome. She is somebody we've talked to on Instagram a bunch. Again, if you're trying to get a
Real
more
quick,
of a community vibe.
Turn Guns N' Roses off. So I don't want the audio to get blocked and it block our voices along with the song. You know what
That
I mean?
is fair. That's
Just
fair.
in case.
That's fair.
Did you finish her comment?
Yeah, she just said thanks for all you do. She's awesome. She's somebody we talk on Instagram a bunch too.
Oh,
so
sweet.
I definitely think if you're looking for more of the A&A community, Patreon's great, and also Instagram I think is a great way to meet people from the community.
ABBA is girly pop. That's fair.
But I can kind of dig some girly pop sometimes.
It's like I feel like if you can't dig what might not be for your general thing, then it's just I don't know, man. You gotta enjoy the stuff. It's like for example, sounds so weird, but so I enjoy K-pop actually a lot.
Yeah.
Because my girlfriend is dating this Thai girl. She's
Bob
lesbian.
says, "Andy, you are so smart."
Thank you. Yeah, my sister is dating this Thai girl, and she got into K-pop like BTS and stuff.
Yeah.
And I because of that, I ultimately sat there with her and listened to like several BTS songs, and I love like K-pop at this point. So, leading that back to the comment of I can't do girly pop, it's like you really do have to kind of like break things down to their songwriting and what they're trying to accomplish and the feeling of it. I feel like you can find a lot of good stuff and the things that you anticipate you might hate.
Yeah.
You really gotta open-mind it.
Neon Park said, "I had a good time as Spider-Man. I'm guessing a bottle of tequila had something to do with it." That's fair, or not. Or
Someone
you could
said
just love to be Spider-Man.
BTS, yay. That's what I'm talking about. People will be hating on K-pop, but it's actually way better pop songwriting than a lot of the stuff you're getting in America right now.
It's true.
Sorry, not sorry. Americans are slacking. Though I got my beats auto-generated and it's all good. Like K-pop's like, oh, I got guitar and bass. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, Cat Butt loves BTS too. Yep. Okay. I'm happy. Coolness.
I'm happy.
Well, because like I see her comment all the time, so like it makes me happy to see that she's also
Yeah.
into it. That's very cool.
I think we'll probably do one more reaction before we left out. So,
Ooh, I think it's very fair.
So it's been 3 hours. It's been a wonderful 3 hours. We've had a lot of people on the stream.
Someone said you will love ABBA as much as Bob Seger. I want to say that's a stretch. I don't know because I haven't heard ABBA, but like I want to say that's a stretch.
It's potentially a stretch.
I
but
feel
who
like
knows?
that might be some reverse psychology work going on here. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I don't know.
Dan Wees says, "Love what you guys do. It's great to hear younger people embracing older music." Thank you very much, Dan. Yeah, we really love that.
Love it.
I mean, this is a great like thing that we get to do in general. It's awesome. I think every aspect of this is great. I love that we just get to hear old awesome music
It's the
and
most
enjoy it
fun.
with you guys. Yeah.
Love it. Of all the video reactions I've seen, yours are the best by far. I really appreciate that. I watch a lot of reactions on the side, and so I see like a lot of other people's reactions. And I think the only thing faulting other people in comparison to us is mainly because a lot of people decide that it's very cool to pause the song like 10 times, which ultimately is not very cool because like they'll sense a transition coming and they'll pause it. And then they'll talk, and then they won't rewind it 10 seconds. So then they miss the impact of that transition. And I'm like, why did I even watch your reaction? You just paused it at the transition. You missed it.
Yeah.
You missed the song. So I think that's one thing that sets us apart. And then I think it's probably just our general audio quality is the other stuff and our commentary. But ultimately, I like a lot of other reaction channels, but I appreciate that you think ours is supreme.
Yeah. Salvador Romeo Jr. says, "Will you guys ever do rap music on your channel in the future?" Probably not. We've done Anderson .Paak. I'm a fan of rap. I think you like some rap too. I think a lot of people in the community really don't like it, and I think part of that is just inexperience with the genre. Just like a lot of younger kids don't like classic rock because, again, inexperience with the genre.
I think it's a lot of people don't like it. That's part of it, and their distaste might come from that's not generally what our channel is like about. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you're out of scope here, which ultimately I'm like, fair enough. We are here to get educated a little bit, which is fair.
We also hear a lot of rap from like friends, so it's not like we have to explore it super heavily.
Yeah.
So not all of our friends are listening to rock, so this is kind of our way of delving into cool older music.
Yep. Thank you, Josh. The Who, a quick one from the R&R Circus.
Yeah, definitely the Who's coming up soon. We have some stuff planned.
Brings generations together, relatable. Thank you.
Oh, Melissa sent a heart. That's so nice of you, Melissa.
That's so funny. The people who are like, no ABBA, they're still going. I like it. No rap ever.
That's so funny.
That's
Fair.
I can see why you feel that way, but I do want you to understand that because of like your like reaction to the idea of rap, that is their same reaction to the idea of rock. So it's not helping anything ultimately, you know.
Yeah.
But I get where you're coming from, in terms of like there is a lot of rap that they really do depart from what is like obviously standard musically, but they also depart from just like what you guys might see as like creative, like just general creativity. And that creativity is dead now because everything is like auto generated, which can be the case. But there is also a lot of gems where, and just like artists that don't roll that way, and they do pull a lot of influences from classic rock and other genres and really employ it in a way that's digestible and very cool for young people. So that's my 2 cents.
He's got a lot of 2 cents.
I got at least 3.
All right. Before we leave out,
Let me see what else we have on the list.
oh, I was gonna say they could do one more. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I've actually had a lot of people message us on different platforms saying like, hey, listen, I've never listened to rap, but because you guys like it and I respect you, I'll listen to what you suggest. And I think it depends person to person. Just like, you know, if you like rock, that doesn't mean necessarily that you're gonna like CCR because you might like, you know, Metallica, or you might not like Metallica because you like CCR. It's a pretty varied genre, and I think the same thing happens with rap. I think there is definitely an artist in every genre that you can get behind, and it can open that up to you. But yeah, so I think it's you know, don't stop yourself from liking it just because you think a whole bunch of it sucks, because a bunch of every genre kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's like weird.
Rap is fake news.
It's that was funny. Rap is fake news, but ultimately, every genre has garbage. It's like we are currently witnessing what made it through the veil of like what rock has like survived in terms of popularity for us to see it. But in majority, like there's thousands of rock bands that were probably pretty terrible, which is fine. You know what I mean? I feel like every genre has it. But if what a lot of people are saying is that just rap in general, just the idea, like you take just the structure of it and its concept is bad, then like it's like it's hard to continue the conversation fast. Okay. All right. So I have one song remaining on here, but I kind of want to do this one, and then I want to take one from them.
Okay. I feel like
two
fair.
more, because this one is Genesis, Home by the Sea, which is like a Halloweeny type, spooky type vibe.
Okay.
So there's that, and then I want to finish it ideally with a banger from them, which we found how hard it can be to find a banger in the chat. But obviously, it's probably not hard to find it. They're there.
Yeah.
But it's like when there's like hundreds of people like, this is the banger. It's like, all right.
Here, let me
Which
see the
one
thing.
is
I want
it?
to scroll around a little bit.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I'm in the thing. I just want to read
Yeah,
some comments while we
it's
do it.
pulling up. Here you go.
All right, so we're doing the Genesis song first, right? So we're saying
Yeah.
Wahoo Vishnu. That still a
So I feel
possibility.
like Genesis is not a finisher, because I don't know what the song sounds like, but I'm guessing if it's anything not slightly poppy, then people are going to end on a bad note. So we got to end it on a banger, in case it's not a banger. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But I want to
True.
give this song the attention I think it deserves.
Yeah. All right, so Mahu Vishnu. Jessica also says Notorious B.I.G. is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I feel like that is maybe controversial, but what is a rock star? I don't know.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Genesis, so sorry that we thought Phil Collins was singing in that song. It was Peter Gabriel.
I'm not sorry at all. We're not
He
supposed
is-
to know that. There's
Yeah,
no reason
but
we should know
could
that.
have, if I had spent 2 seconds reading anything, I probably would have found out that it was not Phil Collins singing that song.
But here's the deal. Everybody knows that you don't read well, so.
That's kind of true. But I can
Yeah.
get better.
You couldn't get better.
I can learn to read.
I can. You can't even read.
Oh my goodness. Home by the Sea is not Halloween. What is Home by the Sea? Anybody who knows Genesis? I want to hear this from people who enjoy Genesis or are Genesis moderates. How do you feel about the song?
Get
How
Back
would you
Joe
cut
says
it?
Andy and Alex question. I think you mean question. That's all good though.
What's your question though?
I don't know the question.
It's just like all caps question. Not question, but it's a question.
It's a question.
That makes sense.
Questions are important.
I'm trying to think. Maybe instead of the Genesis song, how about we go back to that one song that Peter suggested that said Lightmain backed him up on, that he said was a banger and that wasn't
What
too
was
long.
it? What was it?
I had the poll. Click on the poll tab right there for a second. It was the, let's see,
Somebody said I want you in those overalls.
Meeting of the Spirits.
That's funny. I'm cute in overalls.
Let's try that. Let's try that maybe.
Meeting of the
instead.
Spirits. All right, Peter. You win. Some people are saying they want me in overalls. I can do that more often. But let's go Meeting of the Spirits. Let's go Meeting of the Spirits.
Let's do it.
Now, there's a few versions of this.
Versions. Someone buy Andy a sandwich.
You want a banger as a finale? Tommy MFing Bolin, post Toasty, please. Also, Rocky Mountain High Chick, one of our favorite people, just so you know.
She's very cool.
She's awesome. All right, Meeting of the Spirits, I think.
So Father and Son Reactions tagged us and said, "Oh, I love Genesis, but it's not a Halloween song. Mama by Genesis would be the same album, would be more Halloween type of vibe." Thank you for letting us, for giving proper.
All right, so we're gonna do 2 songs. So we're gonna do Spirits by Mahavishnu Orchestra and John McLaughlin. Let's see how it is. Open-minded, everybody.
Never heard of it. I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't heard it, but let's do it and give it the old Rome treatment together.
Let's give the old Rome treatment together. If you love it, wait till the end, and we want to see some thumbs up in the chats. If it's, well, I guess thumbs up is bad. Let's see some A's in the chat if you like it. Let's see some F's in the chat if you don't. Okay.
After the song's over, if I see an A or an F before it's over, I can't respect it.
Facts.
After the song's over.
So with that being said, let's start.
This is terrifying.
Thank you very much, Pedro Lopez. Ian Dury. Wow, this is very dark.
Dude, I barely know what happened. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, somebody said it sounds like Kansas on acid, and I have to agree a little bit.
There was a certain point where I was looking at the chat and I saw people like love it, saw people like hate it, and there's a certain point around the 60% mark where I was like, I don't care about any of that. I'm gonna go in the sauce. Close my eyes.
You were
I drifted off
so hard,
dude. I was gone. I was gone for a bit. Oh my goodness.
I think this is a study song for me.
Whew.
This is like I'm balls deep in a math problem that I don't know how to solve, and I'm like at the 3/4 mark, and I'm like, I need an extra push. This goes on, you finish that problem.
Okay, everybody, A or F? Back to the original thing. The song ended, A or F? Oh my goodness. Whew. It's like, they're like, I want you to work 1/10 as hard as I worked on this song, but that happens to be a lot of effing work. You know? Oh my goodness. That guitar work was different, man. I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're doing.
Wow, that was so.
Someone said a less weird Zappa.
Facts.
I could see that.
This is
It was more
easier to get
more
in than Zappa.
digestible. More digestible.
More digestible than somebody put C. That's not the question.
The question was A or F.
Yeah.
Follow instructions. B?
Excuse me.
No B's. A or F. Oh my goodness. That was insane. I'm still like slowly like drifting back to the chair a little bit. That was just a lot, dude.
That was a lot.
That was cool.
Well, I think more people liked it than didn't like it. I really do appreciate the song. I think it was great.
I appreciate everybody who sat here open-mindedly and gave it a chance to listen to it.
Even the people who rated it F, I appreciate that you listened to it, you got to the end, and you're like, you know what? Not my cup of tea.
No, yeah,
because you know what? That happens.
If you give it an F right now, I can ultimately respect it. Somebody said A, but too long.
TJ Tampa said
too.
F. I can appreciate you, TJ Tampa.
Yep. And someone said like A, it's A, but it's a little too long. I can see
I actually
somebody
feel
coming to that too.
I feel like it's a little too long for me. But yeah.
Oh.
Somebody said I'm Canadian, so I say yeah.
Nowhere in your rambling, incoherent performance did you make a point. Scroll up and see that. I want to read the rest of it. That was funny.
Yeah.
He was purple. I like being called out a little bit. I think it's nice.
Nowhere in your rambling, incoherent performance did you make a point. We are all dumber for having heard it. May God save your soul.
Jesus.
Man, that is a guy Phillips from Joe is trying to clap back hard.
My commentary made you less intelligent. That sounds like it's your problem.
Yeah. Mr. B said, if you're giving the song an
That's
F,
fair.
you should turn off your computer and take a nap. I might take a nap, period.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Either way, I do appreciate being called out.
Yeah.
Actually, I like it. Keeps me knowing how people are feeling.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I think this is cool.
A little bit.
That being said, I think we're near the end of the stream. So we
need one more banger that will leave everybody ultimately feeling okay, or at least a good 80%.
Yeah.
Walking out here like, you know what, that ended on a good note.
And then again, any other questions last minute to ask us anything until the next impromptu live stream. Because we've enjoyed it. This is such a good Halloween. Happy Halloween, my friends.
Yep.
Hope your Halloween is wonderful. If it has not already been wonderful, hope we made it better. If it already was wonderful, hope we still made it better. So
absolutely. Hope your Halloween was more entertaining, more engaging than if we were not sitting in these brown chairs.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate deal.
Yeah. Hopefully we could make your day a little sweeter.
Just a little bit. Not too much sweeter, but like enough.
Yeah. And we'll try to do these as much as possible.
Oh my goodness.
Whew. All right. I actually think this is just my thought.
What's your thought?
We're 3 hours, 30 minutes in. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick them from chat. I kind of think we send them to Instagram and we do a comment thing for future polls. And we end the stream and we go on to the next one. That's my thought.
I could see that, but I kind of want one more song that's like digestible.
Pedro Lopez, Careful with the Axe, Eugene, or One of These Days by Pink Floyd.
How about that? You have not heard the song One of These Days by Pink Floyd. One of my favorites. You have not heard it. We probably won't do a video for it. Let's end on that one. And you have not heard it.
One of These Days.
And if they haven't heard it, then that's fine too, because it could be it's arguably a deep cut for Pink Floyd.
Pedro Lopez, thank you very much.
F it. Let's do it.
One of these days.
I love
This
this.
is from Metal?
Yep. So the same album that has Echoes. Echoes is side 2. This is the first song, the opener for side 1.
Okay, opener from side 1.
Yep.
All right.
It starts a little slow, then it builds. Crazy.
All right, and then K. Cronin said banger Abba Jabagal.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
Obviously,
means
it's a song name. I don't
Yeah.
know what I mean by that, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Mary Collect says has to figure out Instagram. I believe in you. You guys
Someone
are smart
said
people.
hard to argue with Floyd. That's what I'm saying, dude.
All right, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna end off on Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
That being said, let's do it.
Someone said not a deep cut at all. It's like, I get it might not be the deepest deep cut, but we probably weren't gonna do a video for it otherwise.
This is an ear, right?
And Alex needs to hear it. It is an ear sideways underwater.
Okay. All right.
Someone said, "Let's do this shit." That's what I'm talking about.
Curtis Gnarson says Jeff Buckley, Eternal Life, a deep cut and banger. I'm down for bangers.
All right, Alex. Once it gets rolling, I just want you to sit back a little bit, get nice and comfy,
All
like
right.
real comfy.
You take all my distractions away.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep me and my whiskey.
Get real comfy, dude. That's bass.
Was Sid Barrett in this?
Nope.
Okay. Somebody just commented it. Wow. John Cole said Alex is away. That was insane.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
That was.
You were pretty gone, dude.
I just gotta say, Pink Floyd's built different.
They are built different.
It's such a drastic. Not saying that the other songs we have listened to tonight weren't amazing, right? But there feels like such a drastic jump in quality from Pink Floyd and other bands sometimes.
A little bit. Only because they literally like take you, they hold you and comfort you, and then they redirect you across the realm of existence, and then cradle you there too, and then safely return you.
Somebody said exterminate, exterminate. Is that what it's saying in the song?
No, the only lyrics in the song is one of these days I'm gonna cut you into little pieces, and that's it. It's like at the breakdown, and here it's so fun. And it's so funny. So when I first heard it on the channel, I did a reaction video for it. I didn't catch those lyrics, and I saw a comment where somebody said, "One of these days, I'm gonna cut you into little pieces," and I was like, "Holy shit! Did I say something wrong?"
Yeah.
And but
wow.
But yeah, Floyd's different, man. They'll do you different.
That was so good.
And here's the thing. Obviously, since the channel started from the beginning of Floyd up until pretty much like the final cut, it's like heard pretty much all their songs, and I haven't heard what I would consider a bad song. I've heard a song. I've heard songs where it's like,
not your favorite.
If I was trying to sell somebody on Floyd, I wouldn't show it to him.
Yeah.
But there's been no song where I heard it and I was like, I don't like this song. This is a bad song, and I think that's something you can kind of expect a little bit. And then when you do have songs that a Pink Floyd fan picks out for you, usually they're just good.
Yeah, that was so good.
The more I hear Pink Floyd, the more I realize they sucked without Sid.
No way.
I can see where you're coming from, but I really just don't agree. I don't agree, but I get what you're saying.
Neon Park said, I joined the stream late. What are all songs you reacted to? I have no idea. I mean,
no idea.
Honestly, you can't ask me that after listening to
I
Pink
don't even
Floyd.
know how many songs we reacted to be honest too. You know?
Yeah, it was great. So
I
Pink Floyd.
I want to say 8. I don't know.
Probably more than that. Pink Floyd blew my mind.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
what do you guys rate that song? I'm very curious.
I definitely rate it an A+.
I want to see from the beginning of the channel until now, this live stream. What does the fan base that is here right now? How do you guys feel about that Floyd track? I'm honestly just curious.
Yeah, somebody said exterminate earlier in the chat, and that's why I asked you what the lyrics were, because it literally felt like those might have been the lyrics. Like exterminate,
could have been
exterminate. So, yeah, this is an incredible song. And it's in a song in a weird direction. It's not like a normal.
Yeah, it literally sets the vibe for like what comes with Echoes. You know what I mean? Later on.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of A's. I'm seeing a lot of S's. I feel like it's an A+.
I love you guys so much. You guys did not disappoint. I was just curious from the beginning of the channel until now, what would we throw a live stream on, hundreds of people come. How do you guys feel about this track? I'm very happy with how you guys are receiving it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
And here's the funny thing: the rest of the album for metal isn't like this or Echoes.
This feels so much like Echoes to me. Yeah.
Yep. This one, this and the Ender is kind of in that style of just craziness. But the middle songs, there's one song that kind of goes back to like that blues roots, so just complete blues.
Yeah.
There's one song that's like called Saint-Tropez, where it literally just kind of feels like you're literally in this nice place in Europe. It's actually a place, Saint-Tropez, and it's like we're dancing around.
Somebody
There's that.
said wrong version. Yeah.
Yep, this was the wrong version. Either way, the rest of the songs on the album are not like that. But the way this starts and the way the album ends is very like so cool.
Man.
Plus, you get to drink whiskey for 3 hours.
Yeah, this was an awesome day.
You got it. Yep.
Happy Halloween, guys. Let's get some Halloween-themed stuff in the chat. Say spooky things. Say spooky jokes.
Rated acid. That's very, very cool.
Yeah. Great. Awesome. Thank you, Lopez. I don't remember what his first name was. I think it was somebody Lopez. Thank you for suggesting
whoever propounded that. Because I remember there was a point, it was almost a year ago, maybe a little more, maybe less. But it was back when we were actively doing Music Share Mondays. And I seriously considered doing this song one of these days for Music Share Monday, and I ultimately didn't do it, but I really considered it. So I'm very actually happy that I kind of saved it and that it ended up being here. I think this is
I want to work out to that song.
I think this is a very cool moment. You really?
Kind of. I feel like bench pressing to that would be pretty lit.
Because you start off, you don't do your full weight.
Yeah.
You just kind of, you start small. You're doing some reps. You're like, okay, I'm going to keep adding on more weight. And by the end, you're good.
Yep,
I feel like.
All right, man. Well, we love you very much. from here in the Freedom Shack A&A Studios.
the Freedom Stack.
Freedom Stack. You guys have a wonderful day.
I have no more whiskey. You kill that real quick. And that's the end of that. Now, we are going to wrap up here. Love you guys so much. We're going to probably get some food and then record the full album reaction for Patreon, probably.
We will see you in the comments of this and on Instagram, Facebook, and we love you all very much. You guys have a wonderful night.
Thank you all
Stay
so
safe.
much. Peace out.
That was a fucking incredible song. That was a fucking incredible